Outlaw Radio Network. This is the Outlaw Radio Network.
Admin a la carte are specialized local experts committed to helping you run your small business. From general admin and sales support to marketing, digital media and technology to real estate and compliance, Admin a la carte's only goal is to take your business to the next level. Find out how Admin a la carte can elevate your business. Visit admin-alacarte.com for more information. That's admin-alacarte.com. Admin a la carte. Your business doesn't fit into a box. Why should you have to?
Are you ready to elevate your spirits? Look no further than Black Rain Spirits, your local craft distillery nestled in Town Square Mall. Indulge in the smooth richness of our handcrafted spirits, meticulously distilled to perfection. Whether you prefer the bold kick of our bourbon or the subtle sophistication of our gin, Black Rain Spirits has something for every palate. Visit us today at Town Square Mall and experience the essence of true craftsmanship. Black Rain Spirits, where passion is perfection, unconventionally traditional.
Okay, cool.
On a recent episode of the Outlaw Radio Network.
Yeah, some of our listeners even appreciated you dumbing it down.
If you guys want to take those mics off,
on behalf of
Sometimes I have to mansplain for people like. By the way, mansplaining is when men explain things to a woman in a condescending tone. I just mansplain.
That's the Outlaw Radio Network, Sunday night at their new time.
I'm going to be longer than that, I think. Yeah.
here since 1972.
You need to get a battery pack, buddy. You're life-saving. Yes. My first time back after moving back, I called Kevin. Don't worry about it.
No, just leave that plugged in there.
Oh, you could, unless he needs room to plug this in, because I've got a brick I can plug in next to.
No.
Let's untangle it. So it's not.
Can you see my Baja Blast app?
Let me look.
Yes.
On a recent episode of the Outlaw Radio Network.
I need my headphones.
Some of our listeners even appreciated you dumbing it down for them. So, on behalf
Sometimes
of
I have to
thank you.
mansplain for people like. By the way, mansplaining is when men explain things to a woman in a condescending tone. I just mansplaining.
That's the Outlaw Radio Network Sunday night at their new time from 6 to 10.
All right, so it's Amanda Ungren, right? What's your name?
Never give
Joshua.
in. Never,
Joshua? Josh?
In nothing, great or small, large or petty,
I will
never
not.
give in,
And
except
your
for
name?
convictions of honor and good conscience. Never yield to force. Never yield to the apparently overwhelming might of the enemy.
You're listening to the Outlaw Radio Network. OutlawRadioNetwork.com.
This country can't be knocked out with one punch. We get right back up again, and when we do, the world's going to hear the roar of our engines.
Spark racing?
No
But it ain't about how hard you hit.
That's
It's about
funny.
how hard you can
No
get
spark,
hit
all one word?
and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
You will do your work, and we will do our best.
Republic. I like this symbol. It means people can live free, talk free, go or come, buy or sell, be drunk or sober, however they choose.
Are you ready to be who you are?
No poetry, just a straight answer.
The government has deliberately sought to deceive the United States by false statements and expressions of hope for continued peace.
We are men of the hood, marry now at your expense.
But there's no both sides anymore. They're just trying to wreck our goddamn country. It's time for you younger guys to take over it.
You meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
If you guys don't start thinking as men, we're gonna have a lousy country.
Here we go. For the crimes of incitement to cause unrest, I declare to be an outlaw.
All right, everybody, it's the Outlaw Radio Network. It's the 24th of August, 2025. Thanks for checking out the show. I know the camera's not on yet. I haven't turned the camera on yet for a reason, because we're about to announce who the newest member of the team is. And so I want to build up some hype and some mystery. It's not Rick Eckert, just so you know. And it's not Ace Haynes. Surprise. Hello, Tom.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
How are you doing, buddy?
It's not Tom either.
It's not Tom. Tom has been a long-standing host.
Tom's been here for a minute.
Tom is my
been a
most
day.
reliable co-host, as a matter of fact. High
Oh,
five.
you're so sweet.
High five, buddy. All right. Tom, are you excited to bring our new
Yeah.
our new
Yeah,
lackey?
and actually, I think I think our new addition is going to make for some interesting conversation, and I don't think it's going to take too long.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited. I'm ready to bring them on.
Yeah,
I think it's great to have a new person on the show because we can haze them.
Yeah.
And,
Actually, I am a little nervous.
What are you nervous about?
Well, I mean, at the moment, I'm the sole libertarian representation, and I get stuck in unicorn and rainbow land all the time.
You do.
And I just don't know how unicorn and rainbow land is really going to jive with our new brain.
I think they're going to stab you in the eye. is what I expect.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I expect.
Huh.
But let's bring them on. Let's bring them on the hold on, I gotta go to this other slide here. Let's bring them on. Ladies and gentlemen, we introduced you the news member of Outlaw Radio. It is one Miss Alicia Beeler. Hello, Alicia. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Talk right in the microphone.
I'm talking into the
Talk
microphone.
right in that microphone.
Yes.
Trainer live on the air. Jesus.
Yes.
What's going on, Beals?
Not much.
You're not on the casting couch tonight. You're
I'm
actually
not. Thank
in
God.
Host Central over here. So welcome to where the good half lives.
Yes.
The good half.
Yeah, the good half.
The better half? Isn't it the better half?
I think we're kind of the boring half.
What you speak for yourself. Couple things before we get to our guests.
See, that's where I think it's interesting. Is
What
when we
is?
get new brains in.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
especially since neither you or I have one.
This is true, guys.
Especially since neither you nor I have one. a
Well,
brain.
no, I mean, you've got the basics. I mean, you can maintain heartbeat and respiration, when
Cute-
you're hungry.
Cute girls walk in.
So
here.
his frontal lobe
Beeler
works.
walks in here.
Yeah,
Ungren
yeah.
walks in here.
Yeah.
Beeler and Ungren walk in here, and we're guys. We're like, you're
pretty girls.
Whatever.
You're pretty girls.
Before we get to our guests, a couple things I want to shout out. We'll talk about this later. Tom Dennis and I had and Lori, who will be here in a little bit, had the ability to stop in down at Doc Loves the Kids Day down at Lions Field. I got to apologize to Doc because I thought it was going to be like an epic event. It was way more than an epic event. They took over the entire bottom part of Lions Field yesterday. They had vendors down there. They had
took over the
inflatables.
park.
Yeah, it was so well done. I still question Doc's decision to walk around without a shirt on. Like as a 50-year-old man, it's probably not a great idea. But otherwise, he did great. The event was a tremendous success. There were so many kids down there.
I mean, why do you care, Kevin?
I'm just, listen, as another 50-year-old man, I get it. You just can't do it in public.
Why?
But so
What are you
many.
talking
hold on.
about? We were going to be in a dunk tank.
Well,
I
I
was
was-
going to be a 51-year-old man running around without a shirt
Oh, I
on.
was wearing
I
a
mean,
shirt and
what
a
is
dunk
it?
Oh.
Why does it bother you?
tank. Shut up. We're talking about Doc for a minute. We're not talking about me. Anyway, I just want to give mad props out to Doc Blanchard.
How did this whole
Doc
segment turn
Blackwell.
into man boobs and pork fat?
I have no idea.
Because it's a Sunday. So thanks to Doc. Thanks to all the hard work he does in the community, all the kids that got school supplies, the inflatables. They had a great time yesterday. I thought Doc was a dummy because I said, well, why are you doing this the same weekend as the fair? Right? Like you're not going to have anybody show up. They're all going to be at the fair. And there were so many people that came down that were there, probably because the fair is freaking expensive.
And everything at Doc Loves the Kids Day
was free.
is
Free food, including free food, which I
Yep,
didn't stick
free
around
free
for.
burgers, free dogs,
Yeah.
bouncy houses, water slides, all the vendors.
The other guy I
It was-
want to give a shout out to is Greg Wheeler, mayor of the city of Bremerton. He had agreed to do the dunk tank with us. The dunk tank didn't happen. The folks who were going to bring the dunk tank let us know right before the event that there was no dunk tank coming. And so we didn't do the dunk tank. But Greg Wheeler was there.
Yep.
He showed up not as a candidate, but as the reigning and defending mayor of Bremerton. And so he came down. He was a good sport. He was all ready to go. And I'm sad he didn't get to get dunked. So that's that. And then later we'll talk to Dennis was at a event yesterday with Marwan. Marwan.
No, that was today.
That was today. What's Marwan's last name?
Cameron.
Cameron. That's right. Marwan Cameron had a
Also
community event
running
today.
for mayor of Bremerton.
Oh, he's not.
No, he
anymore.
didn't make it through the primary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got eliminated.
So it's
at the
down to
primary.
Wheeler and Coughlin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who Tom
Coughlin?
happened to talk about
Coughlin, Jeff.
at a bar.
I don't know.
Jeff Coughlin.
Coughlin?
Coughlin.
Okay, I couldn't
Coughlin.
remember if it was Coughlin or Coughlin, but
Coughlin.
okay.
He
It was-
responded to Conklin.
Did he? I mean, I could be wrong. Jeff, if you're listening to the show, let me know if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. It's highly possible.
if I were to read it, I'd probably be fine. It was really funny actually. After Doc Loves the Kids Day, F-Bomb and Dennis and I went down to the Minette to just cool off, sit in the air conditioning,
Man,
have
that's
a
good.
cold
Man,
beer.
that's good vibe.
Yeah,
Minette.
we went to go have a cold beer and just cool off, right? So we're sitting at our booth and we're just talking, talked a little bit of local politics and stuff. And I happened to make mention, we were talking about the Bremerton race specifically, and I happened to make mention that, if I had to vote for a Bremerton mayor, I'd probably vote for Jeff. I don't usually side with the incumbent when things don't go well.
Mhm.
So, whatever. Yeah, Jeff happened to be sitting next to us. So he
You had a
overheard.
fan.
Yeah, he overheard our conversation and
That's great.
it was just kind of.
I liked him. I
Did
thought
you
he
get
was
his
great.
autograph? Were you starstruck?
No, he's
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
he's a great guy. He came in.
It was really good
Yeah.
that we weren't saying anything bad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
there-
yes.
It would have been great if Tom was like, there is no way in hell I'd vote for that schmuck. That would never, Never effing happened.
But and he sat there and he said, hey, I'm a good guy. And I went ahead and spouted off after that. I'm like, I want to see a politician that comes up and says, you know what? I'm really a dick.
Yeah. That's how I'd run. And that's why I would
dare you to vote for me.
Yeah.
I dare you to vote for me.
And then so two other things really quick. One, Beeler and I had the opportunity to go out and hang out with Rick Eckert last night. Rick, not in his capacity as Paulsville City Council, but just as a friend of the show, went over and saw a really good comedian in Seattle, Joe Mackey. Is it pronounced Mackey, like the mixing board Mackey? Okay, Joe Mackey. He was hilarious. We had a great time. We'll share some really interesting stories we got from that, included a declaration made about one Alicia Beeler. We'll talk about that in the third hour. But she endured herself. She endeared herself to the crowd.
I don't remember it that way.
I no. They loved you.
I think I just laughed.
Yeah, I was
That's
the
all it
I was the whitest guy in the room. There's that. All right. And Paul will join us at some point by video as well. So let's get to our guests who are on the couch. The casting couch brought to you by Black Ring Spirits. The more Black Ring you drink, the more likely you are to be on the couch. Let's okay. I'm gonna make your camera on. You ready? So don't do anything you shouldn't do, Ungren. Here we go. So from left to right, we got Amanda Ungren, Josh Jones, and Damian Osborne, all with the Kitsap Destruction Derby Association. Josh and Damian are with No Spark Racing. Amanda, you're not affiliated with No Spark, are you, or are you?
I'm his sponsor.
You're a sponsor. Talking to the microphone. This is.
I sponsor Josh.
You okay? So you sponsor Josh okay. So you guys are kind of on the same team anyway.
Oh, I meant your business. Go ahead, advertise.
Not today.
What? Why not?
Gig Harbor Real Estate.
Because the shot that I took is really kicking in. So we're not.
Real estate needs. Look her up.
I'm a bad influence.
Gig Harbor, Kitsap County, Mason County.
And she's beautiful.
We're gonna have to ask questions about if you actually sell properties. Amazing.
She is.
I
give her that.
Yeah.
I sold Shane Hamry his house.
Did you really? Okay.
Wait, you said Mason County?
Yeah.
All right. Good to know.
No. At some point, they're gonna get off dial-up out there.
And I put it out. I put it out to the Derby world that any drivers or pitmans that want to buy a house, I'll sponsor them $500. So.
Wow. All right.
Where did you go?
How did I not get this information?
I just met you for the first time,
Yeah.
like 10 minutes ago.
One thing I've learned, Damien, is that Amanda will stab you in the eye. So just stay on her good side.
With a barbecue
That's why
skewer.
the pillow is.
She really wants to. The first time she met me, she wanted to punch me in the face. Josh and Damien, how you guys doing?
Doing great.
What's going on?
Good. Doing good.
Doing good. You guys both racing for No Spark. You guys have gotten most of the way through the season. One more big event to come up on the 13th. What do you guys think of the season so far?
Oh, we're pushing, dude. We've built a lot of cars, and we suck. But we're going. We're doing good.
You're doing good? You having a good time?
Josh, aren't you racing top 10, though?
Yeah, I am.
So Josh is racing
job.
in the top 10 championship race on September 13th. Come check him out.
So you could still win then, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Perfect.
We just have to get the car unhydrolocked first.
Big or little cars?
Big car.
Big car?
He races mini.
I race.
You race the minis? Okay. So
how many cars are on No Spark?
7.5.
7.5. Okay. How many drivers?
Wait, half a car.
then?
Does that mean Ty's racing with you? I'm just kidding.
Or is that the mini?
It just means that
Well, you got my big car.
Yeah.
Zach's two big cars that Wally. Oh, I don't.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We're getting to that.
I'm counting fingers real quick.
Yeah.
Come on, Amanda. You sell houses in Belfry. You better get used to people counting on their hands.
Me, Zach, Damien, Lene, Alex. I said me.
Yeah, so there's 5 drivers.
Okay,
but
5
there's
drivers.
like 7.5 cars.
That's
Oh, 6 drivers.
Dude, that is 6. The thumb counts.
I thought that was you twice.
No, whatever.
See, we're like 5. There's like
Thumb
5 or
does
6 of
count.
us.
Yeah.
And there's 7.5 cars because one of them's a secret car and it's almost built.
Oh, is it going to make its way out on September 13th?
That is the plan.
That is fancy.
Does that car count the 2 power wheels?
No.
Yeah, so talk about the power. So
Dude.
I'm going to let Dennis ask his question
All right.
because
So
I'm not trying to
Here we
get on
go.
y'all's bad
I
side.
mean-
But go ahead, Dennis.
Josh has said in the chat a couple times that they could easily win the hard luck team of the year.
Absolutely.
In Josh's luck, in his car, he's had one of his pitmen win a race.
Yep.
Raymond
Herdina.
And his children won a Power Wheel race.
Yeah.
And he has won 0.
Nothing.
So the kids are already better than dad.
Yeah, and I hear about it. So I posted on the Kids App Drivers page, and I told them, I said, hey, I'm going to need you guys to let me win a race because my kids won't let me hear the end of it. So
yeah.
It's bad.
You think they're going to let you win a race? Or do you think they're going to bask in the glow of you getting teased by your kids?
Oh, no, they're definitely not going to let me win.
Yeah. By the way, Shelby is in the chat, Damien. Just wanting everybody to know that that's your husband. So
That's my wife.
but there you go.
I'm her husband, but yeah.
And Nancy's in chat. I just got to say, Nancy, how you doing, baby? All right.
Oh wait, is that your?
Hi,
aunt?
Shelby.
That's his aunt.
It's
yeah.
my aunt. Yes.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, you got to cut that off now.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not gonna
not gonna-
stop.
Not going to happen.
It
Oh,
won't stop.
Oh, you don't understand. If he were to actually spend more than about 10 minutes in
You
the
would
same
punch him?
space, no, she'd kill him.
No.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah,
good
Tom
job,
doesn't
Nancy.
like the
Good
fact
job.
his aunt has the hots for him.
Yeah,
Tom just
she's
can't handle it.
she's
Nancy,
funny as
if
fry.
you ever need me to just reach over and smack him for you, I got you, girl.
Amanda's
got
right in
you.
line behind you too. Who's the better driver between the two of you? Josh and Damien. Who's better? I'm not. I'm not.
She's better.
Definitely Josh.
Oh.
I've won more races than they have.
Combined.
Yeah.
Combined, you've run.
What year?
Which year?
What year?
Which time?
When's the last time?
That's not important.
I only
Which-
have that set up at the track.
Hold on a minute,
Which
Amanda.
track?
Amanda, I'm gonna issue a challenge, Amanda. If we have enough cars in the Outlaw Invitational, I would like you to race with us.
Deal.
Okay. All right.
She's
if we
gonna
have,
kick all
if
of
we
our
have
asses.
enough cars, if we have enough cars. No, Tom kicks his own ass. Tom literally did
There is a-
laps, had a huge ass lead, and then out of nowhere drove
Yeah.
into a giant tire.
Okay.
No, it
Nobody
wasn't
touched him.
exactly like that.
I have a question.
Just blame it
Yes.
on your blood
Thank
sugar,
you.
man. That's
Yeah,
what you got to
How
do.
many
How-
races
how-
have you guys been in?
This will be our 5th year.
And how many times have you won?
Tom's won.
This is my
Once?
4th year.
This
I
is your
missed-
4th year.
yeah,
You
I
missed the first year. So Tom has won 1. Debbie won 2.
Beeler's gonna win this year.
And Jesse Young won the first year.
And you've
Yeah.
won how many?
I haven't won any.
That's
Kevin
sad.
hasn't
But hold
won
on.
any. Paul hasn't won
But
any.
There's a reason why I haven't won any.
What's the reason?
Because every
Oh,
year,
here we go.
this is true. You know this is true. Every year, Paul conspires with everybody else on the team.
Oh, I've heard this
We
one
don't
before.
care who wins as long as it's not Kevin. And then Tom and everybody else races normal, and all Paul does is try to take me out the whole race.
Tom's won more races.
Thank you
than
for
me.
giving me my strategy in advance. I already know
Yeah,
what I'm
there
gonna
you
do.
Don't you
So
want to
it-
win?
So if you had to
Yeah.
choose, would
Yes.
you rather race a big car or a mini car?
I've only raced mini cars, so
You wouldn't want to venture off into a big car?
Bigger's always
I'm
better.
totally fine to race a big car. I'd race a big car.
I've been told that
Yeah.
the big cars absorb the hits a little bit better than the.
I'm sure they
mini
do.
cars
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
in the mini cars you feel
It's
it.
more metal.
Yeah.
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 What have you raced, Amanda?
Just big.
Oh, you've only
At
raced big
Kits
cars.
at big cars, and then at Port Townsend and Port Angeles mini cars.
Okay. All right. You're multi.
Big cars feel way better than mini cars.
Do they? Okay.
Mhm.
I know my back feels the next day in a mini car. I'll tell you that.
Definitely.
Yeah. And you guys race more than one race in a night, so you guys have got to be feeling it the next day, right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, depending if
So-
what?
sometimes
I-
it makes it
if
to
you wreck it?
multiple
I
races.
got this problem with
He likes
during
to
the
hit
races,
people.
I like to go through them, not around them.
He needs to learn that we are racing, not finaleing. And we literally had a fresh car on the track, and he took it out on his teammate. And he came around the corner, and his hood was up over the windscreen.
Oh,
Okay, so let's hold on, wait, because there's backstory to that. So a couple races prior to that, that teammate hit me in the middle of the figure eight and
Destroyed his first car.
totaled my first 96 Honda Accord. Right. And then I continued to race, and JJ Randall came out of nowhere and hit the tail end of it and ripped my door off of the car.
The whole door.
The whole door.
With the side iron and everything?
The side iron and everything. So we're going around the track, and then
Oh,
I
was that
watched the video. I
That was
watched
last race, wasn't it?
it was a couple of races ago.
Was that?
I watched the video back, and you can hear Dennis on the announcing. He's like, "Driver 256, your door is open."
Good one, Dennis.
So, and you were in a Mini, right? So it was only the one door. So it was the driver door that was off?
No, passenger.
Passenger door that was off? Okay.
And we built him a new car.
So we
Well,
built
which
a new
isn't
car.
easy.
Hold on. So are you allowed to keep racing if the door comes off? Or,
No.
or are you
No.
you're supposed to
That
get out
car-
because of safety, right?
That car, they stopped the race and then they black flagged the car afterwards.
Yeah.
So we built a new car, which is not an easy task.
Same race? Different race.
We built 2 cars because he messed up the first one we were trying to build for him.
I'm not allowed to cut wires anymore. Let's just say that. I'm not allowed to cut wires. I don't go anywhere near wires on the derby cars. And
No
if-
electrical for
Hey,
you.
you know that's funny because Damien, I remember a ways back. I was helping you wire in a stereo system in a car.
I'm good at stereo.
And that was going bad too.
I'm good at stereos now. But
Just keep him away from the wiring.
Chris
Right.
Gergens in chat says it sounds like an excuse, Kevin. Chris Gergens, shut the fuck up. Hey, Chris, we got to work out getting you and your candidate on down there. That's all I'm going to say. They got a cool candidate story coming out of Vegas. We'll talk about that on another show. Go ahead, guys. Sorry.
no, yeah.
I just had to throw shit at Chris Gergen for giving me a hard time.
So I got a car donated to me by one of my sponsors, ArcadiaBuildings.com. And shout out to Matthew Becraft. And so he donated a Mazda, and I had it. I came over to the house 2 days in a row, and nobody was there, and I was stripping the car. It was great. It was running. I put the fuel cell in. Everything was running great. And then at some point, I cut a wire that controlled a lot of things, and the car never started again. Unfortunately, we did not realize this until after the cage was welded in. The car was like all fully ready to come out of the shop, and we tried to start it, and it didn't start. So we scrapped that one. And
So you would have had to get that car back. You would have had to do them what? Like,
Probably a whole wire harness.
I think probably a whole wiring harness, which
Okay.
is not the first time we've had to do one of those on one of my cars either. Because
His very
again,
first car.
I'm not allowed anywhere near wires with things that cut. And in my defense, don't ever let me loose near a wiring harness with a chainsaw, a drill mounted chainsaw attachment, because those things look cool when they cut through wires.
Kevin's not allowed within 50 feet of an elementary school anymore. So you guys have something in common.
Come on.
Just
You wait till we talk about the comedy show last
Damn.
night.
So
First hour, the first day, and the shit talk is
Oh,
strong.
It's never going to end. It's
No,
it's
no.
never going to end. I got Beeler and Ungren in the same place at the same time, and she hasn't said anything mean to me yet, but it's coming.
She doesn't have a microphone.
She doesn't have the
She's
microphone.
waiting.
Yeah.
She'll take
yeah.
it. She'll take it back. She'll rip it out of somebody's hands.
It's the look on her face. It's the expression that's flying across the room. That's
Yeah.
really
Oh,
good.
I know. I know. So you guys have got one more race coming up, 13th
Yeah.
of September. So how many are so Damien, are you not in the top 10?
No, I'm not. I finished
What the hell? Damien?
21st out of 51 drivers.
not
Hold
bad.
on.
Top half.
51 drivers? There's that many drivers.
There was 51 mini car drivers.
That is
and, I
outstanding.
finished 21st out of them, which I think is not bad because I've never raced dirt track before. I'm a extremely new rookie. Last year, I drove a car in play day and was like, "We're building a car next
Yeah.
year."
Wow, you sound like the guy at the end of the table down there.
Yeah.
My nephew and I are going to be building a car. And actually, my niece just got rear-ended, and we have a Nissan something that just got totaled out. Runs and drives fine.
Nice.
So I
If
think-
you build a derby car and you decide that you want to be a derby racing, be warned that it will consume your life.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
We have been building what we went on strike for 2 weeks. We went on strike for 2 weeks and we went on vacation. The whole team went on vacation. But prior to that, how long were we building? Every weekend?
Every weekend since almost the beginning of last season.
Yeah. So like
Wow.
a little over a year. Every
Throughout the
single
winter,
weekend.
no breaks.
No breaks.
So all winter, all spring, you guys are refining the vehicle, doing the work on them, getting ready
Yeah,
to go.
like I said, we suck. We got junk. So we got to make it work.
God bless you, Josh. At least you're honest.
We ended the season last year with 2 cars. We had a mini car and we had a big car. And then
Junk.
yeah. And then so after we ended the season, every pitman that was behind the scenes last season decided that they also wanted to drive, including myself.
Zach Fisher,
Alex
Alex Costa,
yes.
Lene Kelly, Anderson.
Yeah.
Who else do we got? Oh, we got Tyler Robron now, number 22.
Yeah.
We got him. He's a great guy.
And Elijah Robron.
I forgot about him being with you guys.
Yes. Shout out
Because that ties in with the Robron Family Racing.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Robron Family Racing for all of the
expertise
and just bringing all
let's
kinds
just say,
of-
okay, Robron Family, you have one of the judges and one of the lap counters. So.
yeah.
Yep.
And one of the top racers. So
yeah, Tim or Tyler.
Yeah.
Nice. I want to ask Amanda a question really quick. So 51 drivers in mini cars, that seems like a lot. Is that a high number? Is that higher than normal, higher than average? Like, where does that, because it seems like a lot.
I believe we have more mini car drivers than big car drivers this year.
But how does that compare to like past years? I mean, is this like a growing driver pool? Is that what that?
I believe so. Yeah.
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 Okay. How many big car drivers are there? If you say 10 and you're in the top 10, I swear to God.
there's like
Okay,
20
all right.
something.
I haven't.
Yeah, there's 12.
I haven't counted, but I don't know. I could tell you if you give me a minute.
Okay.
I think there's 20.
Hold on. Let's see.
What, 20 or so?
Oh, and I'm not in. I'm in the top 10. I'm tied for 10th.
You're
so
tied
it's
for
not like I did great. I'm tied for 10th.
Hey, listen.
But he's in the top 10. And he's racing
that
in the
means you're in
championship, right?
this area, man.
Yeah.
And how
Yeah.
many? There's 50. That's pretty
Right.
dang good.
How long have you been racing, Josh?
I started the third race of last season.
So you're still pretty green, right?
come
You're
on,
yeah,
give
you're in the
yourself
top
some
fucking 10, man.
credit.
You're in the top 10.
I do good. I got a lot of ambition.
Yeah.
And
that takes
and
a
I got
long
it.
way.
I got a team that helps me out a lot. So
That's fantastic.
I just want to scrap everything, and they're like, "No, fuck that. We're not doing that."
This motivational speech brought to you by Outlaw Radio.
You guys
Network.
should see my yard.
Oh,
yeah.
come on. You know I miss positivity. Come on.
So
man.
according to this point standings, we have 35 drivers on this point standings. Now we may have more.
For a big
Oh.
car?
Yeah.
That's a lot of drivers.
But we may have more than the 35, you know. So
Yeah. We have visiting drivers all the time, so
Mhm.
you know they get thrown in there for like one race, but they're still in the points for the season.
Are you
Unless
guys
they just do a specialty race and that's it?
are you guys gonna race more after the September date? Are you gonna go to other places and do other derbies?
I would like to. It all depends on the cars after play day.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I want to spend every weekend in the garage again this winter. I would like to try Slam Fest. I might bring my old car out, put a transmission in that, and just take it to Slam Fest.
And that's at the Puyallup Spring Fair.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just saying that's one.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, so No Spark Racing is hopefully going to be at Slam Fest this year.
We want to branch out.
Definitely.
Zach said as long as there's a wall for him to hit, he's racing.
That's my boy,
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Wally.
Yes, sir. Wally, baby.
Yeah, Jordan said you forgot Andy
Oh,
Todd.
Andy. We got Andy,
Oh, yeah.
742. Andy
Yeah.
Todd. He's driving a V6 Ford Taurus wagon.
Yes.
First year
Yeah.
they allowed V6s in there.
A lot of people are calling you guys out for forgetting Andy. I think you're gonna owe Andy a beer too.
Yeah, blow job probably.
What do you guys get out of the derby? Like, I don't mean to be a
Headache.
smart ass, but like no, but there's got to be a reward to this for you, right? Is it a competition? Is it fellowship? Is it getting out in front of the people? Like what makes you guys do? Because you're sinking a lot of your own money into this, and a whole bunch of times this last year.
I mean,
why do it?
We have sank a little bit of money into it, but a lot of the money comes in the steel and a lot of the
Sponsors.
parts come from sponsors. You know, we definitely got out there this year and put our boots to the ground and finding all kinds of sponsors to sponsor the team. So
Could you teach us that?
right.
Thanks.
That's what a lot of people tell me too.
All terrain painting.
All terrain painting, yeah.
Yeah.
Sherry's Country Cafe.
Shelby said,
nice.
"Leave it to Josh to offer up blowjobs."
And any of you listeners that would like to sponsor the Outlaw Radio Network, we're now taking cues from No Spark Racing.
That's right.
Got to get out there. Put
Yeah,
your feet
we'll
down.
learn. What's the plan for the 13th? Like, are you guys out there to win some races? Are you out there to like wreck?
Just destroy it.
Because some drivers have told us on here that their goal at the end of that is not to have a functioning car anymore.
My goal is to race in the top 10 and then bring out my new car that I'm working on and
Secret weapon.
and go and
that's the
enjoy
surprise?
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
it's
big
not going to
car?
win? No.
In the
It's a mini
finale,
car.
you're gonna bust out for the finale.
No. I think I'm going to keep it around.
Have either of you finale?
I did the mini truck finale.
Okay.
Sucked.
He did
but
the mini
I did
truck
it.
finale, yeah.
Tony Timlick hits really hard.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Tony the Tiger.
I'm sorry I missed that mini truck finale. That sounded like a blast.
It was.
It was good.
But the mini truck I ran in that, Alex Costa, our teammate, the one that ended Damien and stuff, his
Yeah.
first car, he's actually running that mini truck racing it. And the last race, the throttle cable snapped. So he just went out there and put it around the whole race.
Yeah, and that's the mini truck that I destroyed my car on the last race.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so who do you guys, of the three of us, who do you think could win on the 13th? Because we're gonna have the Outlaw.
Well, Tom
Invitational.
already has a win under his belt.
Yeah, but yeah.
So that
I am so competitive. These boys are going down.
Are you racing?
Yes.
all I gotta say is just like put your foot in the gas and like Josh told me, don't.
I know how to do that.
Don't let up.
I have this
Don't
secret desire to be a race car
Zach,
driver anyways.
When you're in the corner, bro,
Yeah.
don't let up. Don't hit the brake. Just turn and gas it, and the wall will be this
That's the
way
best
now.
way to go through a curve is hit the gas. I mean, come on.
And see, okay, well,
Unless you're
Tom
Zach.
only wins if he has a nice amount of mud on the visor.
So he
I don't like the mud anymore.
This is year 5. This is year 5 for
Is
Kevin.
that why you
so I
hit the
think
tire?
Kevin might be due a win.
No.
Yeah, I think
It all
Oh, you
depends
just hit the tire.
whose car you get in.
No, actually,
we have no idea.
And that's true. They really get kind of luck of the
You
draw.
know, you can be in somebody's car that's clapped out, just barely hanging in there. You know, you can't even shift it out.
He's
of
had
first
that.
gear.
He's had that.
I've had that.
He had to
that's what
spend
my
one
car was
race as
doing. Or
a
you can get in
spectator.
a-
He
or
got
you-
like a
Shit,
quarter of
I'm
a
gonna
lap.
drop that in
One
Or you
lap.
can get in a car that's like a
You
rocket
better
and
watch
just
out.
hang on.
Yeah. So the first year I did it, the first year I raced,
127.
the first year I raced, Trojo, one of the guys on our team, went the wrong way and then came up and hit the quarter panel in the back of the car, snapped it. I
yeah,
didn't even get half a lap.
Because it's a heat, and all of a sudden, Troder decided he was going to do a figure eight.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then the second year, I went to go and the car died when it restarted.
So fun.
And then I finally got it to restart halfway through the race.
Oh, that sounds
So-
like us when we
yeah.
get to the track. The
So was I
car-
driving a no
car
spark
dies when
car
we
that
start.
race? Is that what happened?
No, we weren't around then.
Yeah, that first year.
We ain't even got hair on our balls yet.
Tracy said, "Who will win? None of them on the couch."
You guys know
Fact.
Tracy?
Believable. I probably. Who knows?
Oh.
Well, that's not true though, because somebody might be driving my car and they might actually win.
Well, I've had that happen to me. My
Yeah.
pitman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'd
It
never
happens.
live it down.
He's actually won 2 pitman races, but they took one from him because he wasn't wearing sleeves.
Yeah,
You
He was
have
in
to-
808's truck.
he got out of the truck.
Oh,
and he
yeah.
wasn't wearing sleeves. That's a no go.
You have to wear sleeves.
Irish.
See, these
Is
are
Irish
No,
truck?
no. Truex.
these are
Oh,
the
Truex,
things that the
Truex.
guys aren't going to tell me.
And
And then
boy,
it
did
shows
he
them,
have a
like,
night
figure
last
out.
race.
I didn't even know you had to wear sleeves. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Short sleeve?
Pants and t-shirt.
These are fine. These are
Oh,
fine.
okay. No tank tops.
No tank tops.
No.
Ah, got it.
Just for protection.
I'm usually in a hoodie anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too hot for a hoodie.
And
Yes,
you,
I'm always cold.
you won't want
Typical
one.
woman.
In the car.
Uh-oh.
Last
you
year it
won't
was
want one in the car. Well,
pouring down rain
Yes.
on play day,
well, that's true. Yeah, last
So-
year it was a soup bowl.
and I didn't go.
Why
it
didn't you
was-
go?
It was Lake Thunder.
Because it was raining.
So you guys could
I
have
had
had the
personal
derby
reasons.
match and then had a mud fight. That would have been rad.
There could have easily
Definitely.
been mud wrestling. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's a good
cool,
time.
Cool, cool.
It was a really good time. Yeah.
Opening night this season. It was.
Yeah, I left
Super
early
Bowl.
for that one too.
Yeah, I was Lake Thunderbird again.
Yeah, that was a wet one too.
Super soupy.
So let me run down the event really quick. So championship races September 13th out of Thunderbird Stadium. Get down there early. Like seriously, get there about 2. Pick out
Gates
your
open at 2.
spot. You be there for time trials, all that kind of
4:30.
stuff. Yeah, so time trials at 4:30. Racing starts about 5:10, 5:15 or so. Get down there early, especially if you want to sit under the grandstands with the roof. Because if you get there late, you can be sat on the other side. If it's raining, you're going to be all wet. Suck it up, Buttercup. Eat some Crazy Eric's. Get a whole bunch of food.
Food
And-
trucks there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
food
I
trucks
love
will be
Crazy
there.
I have to have a
Barbecue
crazy
time.
Eric's.
Yeah,
burger when
You
I
have
go.
to. You have to.
Yeah.
Do you guys eat before you race? No.
No, sometimes. Well, it depends on if we have like lunch in the pits, because
Yeah, every now and then
Andy's
you'll see
wife
some
is-
barbecues back in the pits.
yeah, Andy's wife is
Andy's
phenomenal.
wife, 742's wife, she can cook anything and I'll eat it. And I'm a very picky eater. I haven't
Okay.
found anything that she has made that I don't like.
I mean, we've had
And we
burgers,
have
we've had
that.
pulled
We have
pork
that
back
before we
there.
go out and race. But usually, about time trials, I stay away from the liquids because every time I get in the car, I feel like I got to piss.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is take a hit while you're getting.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Bam.
Not no more.
Oops.
Yeah.
It'll be warm for a while.
Till it's not.
Until it's not. Yeah. You hear that, Beeler? Pee before you go.
Empty
Even if
bladders
you
are
pee,
good.
you still gotta pee.
Are you making fun of me because I have to pee a lot?
No, I was just. You said
I
that there.
drink a ton of
You said there are
water.
things we don't tell you. I'm telling you now.
All right,
Pee
well,
before you
thanks.
go.
Okay,
You're welcome.
Well, you were making
and
fun
wear
of me last
sleeves
night because I had
and
people into the
pants
bathroom.
and closed-toed shoes
And a helmet.
and a helmet.
And a helmet.
Well, yeah, we get that.
Yeah, usually the drivers provide them with a helmet. So that's usually why they wind up getting put in which cars. It's like, okay, your head fits a helmet.
Well, if we have any minis, by the time you guys do your race, we'll let you guys get in them.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
I said thank you. We appreciate that.
That's great. Just
Yeah,
make
Josh
sure that-
has commented a couple times on a post that we have about it in our KDDA Drivers of Pittman group. So
make sure that she gets the best.
And Amanda is always a big help.
I'll put her in the secret weapon.
Oh, perfect.
Heck yeah, you will.
Perfect.
Oh.
Oh, you guys.
Well, you can run that one then.
You guys are in trouble if she's in the secret weapon.
yeah.
Well, while you guys are there too, that's always a great night to say, "Hey, can I get a ride?"
Yeah.
Well, the secret weapon is a big car, though, right? Like,
No,
it's a small car.
Oh, it's a small car.
Yep.
It's a mini car.
I'm pretty sure. No, it's a secret.
Yeah.
You can know it's a mini.
That part's not
I don't think any of our cars have a passenger seat besides the secret weapon. You got one?
You were in
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You were in it. You were in it when we got hit head on.
Yeah. Okay. So his car's got one.
He's still a little rattled.
The mini truck has one, but the big cars don't have them.
Did you guys do the tow behind earlier this year? Were you guys a part of that?
I'm not that much of a nut job yet. I would like to.
Oh, it's my favorite race to watch.
It's yes.
I love the tow behind.
I have anxiety watching it.
Yeah,
Because I just feel like the car's just gonna let go and just, like the monster truck tire did.
That was insane.
Yeah. Amanda, you're kind of admin down there, right? Like you're in management, right? You're like a boss person down there.
Yeah, I'm on the board. Yeah.
Okay. Can the Outlaw Invitational please be a figure 8 this year? Can you, you don't need to answer that now, but would you just have a discussion in the background? Because I really need a reason to tag the crap out of Paul.
I think the Outlaw Invitational should be a flagpole race, honestly.
Ooh, that'd be a good
That's
one.
what?
A flagpole race.
Do you realize how long it would take to end the race?
2 laps.
No, 2 laps, maybe 4.
Okay, what's the flag? Hold on for the listeners in my dumb
we had a
ass.
race out there once that was the blind driving cars while the driver sat in the passenger seat. That took a month.
Oh, the blindfold race. Oh,
Blindfold.
Yes.
that was like
No,
a
just
10
did
minute
that. Blind
long
people
race.
driving.
Yeah.
We had Stevie Wonder in race cars.
What is a flagpole race? Can you
I
just
just
explain
did
the
a blindfolded event Friday night in Ocean Shores for the TRAW, the Towing Recovery Association of Washington, and me and my boss got third.
Oh, right on.
Nice.
Congrats.
Your kids would have got first.
And doing that, they had the blind driver, and then they have the passenger navigating.
Oh,
really?
Why's your mic so cold?
Okay, so would you want a figure 8 or a flagpole?
Why your
well, no,
hands
I-
up?
what's the rule for the
Here's a
flagpole?
flagpole. They take one of the tires, one of the extra tires, and that goes
Mom's gonna hit
between turn 2 and turn 3.
You're funny.
Okay.
So
on the
yeah,
backstretch.
it almost looks like the center of a figure 8.
Okay.
And after you go around turn 2, you have to do a lap around that tire before you go to turn 3.
Never mind. We'll ask for a figure 8 because
Yeah,
I feel like a
figure 8 with a
flagpole is
lap
going
in
to
the
take
middle.
too long.
Oh, I love watching the flagpole races too. Those are my two favorites: tow behind and flagpole.
It's just the lap in the middle, and then it's regular, oval.
Right. Okay. But every time you go
So
around
along the
between 2 and
backstretch,
3,
you have
you've
to
got
do
to.
that.
Oh, it's chaos going around the flagpole.
See, with the flagpole race
Chaos
for you
coming out
guys,
of it,
it'd be
too.
more difficult because there's only a few cars. Those are insane when you've got like 8 drivers out there, and they all get bunched up around the.
That's
think
the best.
I think the last flagpole I raced, there was like 12 or 10.
Yeah.
It was
So big
it was pretty
numbers,
crazy.
make those a lot better.
what's your guys' favorite ones to do? All three of you. Your favorite race?
I haven't raced. I've only finale'd at Kitsap.
Okay.
But
I like.
I really want to try a figure 8.
Okay.
I've only ever ran 2 heat races. Everything has been a figure 8, reverse oval, or
Dirty Sanchez.
I did one flagpole. I did a flagpole at the beginning of the season. But yeah, I've only ever done 2 heat races.
Did you have a favorite out of out of the selection?
It's all an adrenaline rush.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Figure eights are kind of scary because you're like, I got this, and then you're going, and then you got, Dan Pies coming at you, and you're like, oh shit! Come on, drive line, stay in it.
Damien, what's your favorite race?
I think figure eights.
Figure eights.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like you said, it's all an adrenaline rush, and the minute that we come onto the track and see everybody around and are ready to put on the show, it's just
the world goes black.
The world goes black. So it's like it's you and whatever's in front of you, really. Yeah. And on the flagpole races, it's whatever's around you. You got to keep your head on a swivel. But the figure eights are fun. It really is just an adrenaline rush. And for me, it's more of like a little bit of an anger outlet. That's why I like to go through people and not around people.
Oh,
because it's a derby, and so.
That's why you're always fixing your car.
I have to learn how to go around people. This is what this guy does. I have to learn how to go around people so that my car stays running for at least 2 races a night.
You don't have to hit everybody. You can hit them with the side of your car.
Yeah,
you can hit them with the
not
back
bullseye.
of your car.
Right.
Yeah, think ricochet, not
But
bullseye.
don't hole shot your teammate in the ass and get your whole wire harness cut up.
Well, so I missed that hit, and then afterwards it was a reverse oval race, and then he didn't go in front of me, and so I was just trying to give him a little left tap to get him going, and then somebody hit me from behind, and I went under him, and so then I was like looking out my windshield, and all I could see was No Spark Racing on the side of the truck because the truck was like parked on top of me. And then so I just drove through him, and then that ripped my power cord out,
And that was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You mentioned
You're right.
Josh, you mentioned Dan Pies. For both of you, are there drivers you guys see coming at you like in the finale, and you're like, oh fuck? Is there anybody?
The only one finale I did was a mini truck finale, and that was Tony Timlick. And I was nosed at him, and I was like, no, I don't think so. And I turned right. And I'll take a side hit, but I don't think I'm ready to go nose up with Tony Timlick yet.
Damien, any drivers you see coming at you, you're like, oh crap.
He'll take on anybody, dude.
I'll take on anybody. The ones I say, oh crap, are the ones that I'm like, I have an alliance with, and I'm like, oh no, and I gotta go around them, because I'm like, oh, I can't hit you in the middle of the figure eight. We're friends,
Are there friendships on finale day?
I mean, there's friendships all the time, and then there's rivalries, and I've got an ongoing rivalry on the track, and so we've traded paint, we've gone back and forth.
Wait, with who? You won't tell us who?
What's that?
You won't tell us with who?
No.
Secret.
Some things are just better left
unsaid. The audience will catch it.
Yeah.
The audience will catch it, and I think they'll like it. They'll enjoy it. They have a mutual agreement to keep it on the track.
He took out 2 of my cars and maybe hit me head on in a corner, and then I came back the next race, and I took his car out the first race of the night, and at first it was like I didn't know how it was going to go, but he came up to me, and I just basically told him, like, I hope you noticed that, like, I had every chance to hit you when you were a sitting duck on the track, and I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we can have our rivalry and trade paint, put on a show for everybody, but if I'm a sitting duck or you're a sitting duck, I'm not going to hit you, and I expect the same fucking respect in
that's not
return.
fun. Right, yeah.
I had a passenger in my car when he hit me head on.
My neck still hurts.
And he almost bounced off my dash. So, we got hit pretty hard. And beforehand he was like trying to tighten his harness up, and I told him, I was like, he's like, that should be good.
Right.
I was like,
just a mini car, dude. Don't hit that hard. And then
he got out of the car. He said, I'm never riding in a mini car ever again.
Apparently I flipped the crowd off too. I don't remember that. Yeah.
A little bit of a concussion.
But the on-track rivalries are there, and it's like I said, it's fun, it's adrenaline rush, and we're really just there to put on a show for the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, that's really what matters, is that we put on a good show for the crowd, and everybody enjoys themselves. Because
I got a lot of respect for a lot of drivers out there. There's
Absolutely.
guys out there that they don't know us, and they come over and they give us tips, talk to us, hang out with us.
So it is that friendly there. I mean, I've been a competitive.
I mean, every once in a while you'll find a bad apple of the bunch that'll be like, oh, you're just gonna have to figure it out.
Sure.
But for the most
so
part,
rude.
if you are able to like go back in the pits and look, it's like we've got drivers from other pits just bouncing around.
No Spark Racing Sportsman Team of the Year because our tool trailer Anybody that races knows because, well, you've been to it.
Yeah, we also are one of the few that actually bring a welder to the pits with us.
Oh, nice.
Oh, really? So it fixes on the fly.
Yep. And we don't care who you are. If you're mad, if you don't like us, whatever. If you need something fixed, we'll help you.
Absolutely.
Sportsmanship's important. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Josh, for a big car race, if you could put any drivers in a race to compete against you, who would they be? Damien, you get the same question.
So, do I have to win this race? Or
You gotta
just for
try.
fun?
You gotta try.
Well, I'm not
Okay.
competing with Dan and Dylan. Those guys are animals, but I'll race against them. I love it. It's a rush.
Sure.
So how many cars are we going? 6?
Sure.
Okay. I want Dan, Dylan,
Which Dylan?
Hart,
Okay.
and Dylan Pies.
James Irish.
Yeah, sure. Sure. I like James Irish.
Me
He's got
too.
a great looking tail end. I've never been in the front.
Things you can say about one man on the racetrack, you shouldn't say in person. You have a great tail end.
The hood of his truck was really good looking this year.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it didn't win pretty car. In my opinion, it should have.
It was runner up.
Anytime Victoria is there, Victoria wins.
Yeah,
and
that's
agree
fair.
with it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
The Warrior Wagon is awesome.
Yeah, so I'll do Dan, the 2 Dylans, Luke Sloman, James Irish, and me.
Excluding you, because you're already in the race.
But there's only 6 cars, so there's 6 right there.
Okay.
She's lost.
Math wasn't mathing. I totally get it.
You were
girl.
counting on your fingers again.
Totally
and the man
get
was
it.
like, I don't know what to do with this.
I like all the drivers there, and they're all competitive and they're all good. But I like to challenge myself, so I like being on the track with the guys that are very experienced and very fast. Those guys also give me great advice and tell me what I can and can't do, and I should do this. I shouldn't do that. So I listen to them. I listen to everybody.
Okay.
I like the advice.
Damien, she has the same question for you.
Well, let's see here. Mark Smith. Yeah. Casey Strait. I love racing against Casey. Casey has been around since the beginning of time, and
Watch out, he might roll you over.
It can happen,
There's
but Casey has also given me a lot of great advice. So definitely Casey Strait. Wyatt Euler. Also gave me great advice going into the flagpole, told me to keep my head on a swivel. He said, "You ever raced a flagpole before?" And I said, "Absolutely not." And he said, do you know what this entails? And I said, "Nope." And he said, "Well, I'm going to give you a hint. Just keep your head on a swivel coming out of that fucker, because people are coming in pretty quick." And so definitely Wyatt, Tim Bainon, former teammate, but Tim Bainon, definitely. He was on my list at the beginning of the year, but he made it off the list, so that's pretty cool. Mark Merritt.
Matt Gilbert's a lunatic.
Yeah, see, I don't want nothing to do with. Yeah, listen, I can't catch that rocket, and I couldn't even try to catch that rocket. So that rocket shoots past me so fast that I can barely even. It's just a blur.
They might catch up to him when he laps them.
He is so fast.
On like the second lap of me. Maybe
he is number 1 in points right now.
I was watching him this year, like during time trials, I think it was one night, and I was like, it looks like the car is on a cable that is mounted to a pole in the center of the track, and as it turned the rocket loose, it's
right.
And the time is 12 seconds.
Let's see. My 6th car would have to be JJ Randall. JJ Randall's got to be out there. He's a great competitor.
So I don't know if he's friend or foe, but you guys know Ty, right? Jeff Tyos.
Yeah.
He's the president of the Tyos fan club.
I am the president of the Tyos fan club. So if you can just continue to give him a hard time, just call him the boy toy all the time. That's perfect.
He's the president of a lot of fan clubs,
That's right.
actually.
Yeah.
Is Tyos still a part of Weirdos Racing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Dale Dickinson and
surprisingly,
Bob
his car has a Weirdos Racing cage and side irons on it. So
okay, yeah, just
so yeah, we like Tyos.
Yeah, just give Ty a hard
Dale
time.
Dickinson.
That's all I ask.
I think he likes Ty too much.
He's
a man crush.
Ty,
That's your man
Dale,
crush?
Bob Poor, and Jeff Hyam.
Yeah. All right, guys. So again, September 13th, get there at 2:15. get your spot, get some food. Time trials about 4:30. Racing starts about 5:10-ish, right?
And technically, there's no time trials this race. It's just hot laps.
Oh, just hot laps?
Yeah.
And it's still fun to watch.
Because everybody's already qualified for their stuff, so
And
we're not
Crazy
having
Eric-
like an A dash or a B dash.
Yeah, and
Are
Crazy
we
Eric
allowed to go
opens
out more
about
than one car
4:30.
on the track? I seen it last year
What was that?
for the hot lap. Are we allowed to go out more than one car?
Yeah.
Boss is next to you.
Yep.
Yeah, the boss is next to you.
Who has also told me I have to push for her campaign because she's running for board again. So
I said that?
yeah, you said that.
Oh, I don't remember that.
So you give her a shot and she forgets things.
What position?
I feel like she got nominated for something.
I feel like Dennis wasn't supposed to say anything.
I feel like this interview got really awkward and weird.
Here's mine and Amanda's friendship.
We're all
Look, dude.
I know
I'm
she's
really
nominated.
pissed because you said
I know she's nominated, but I want to know what for. Come on,
So-
speak.
the four of us are in a group chat right now.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't read the messages.
Yeah, she's.
It got really bad.
I sent screenshots to our group chat.
I think that was before I was in the group chat, just so you know.
Well, Kevin, I don't lie.
Oh, snap.
All right, well.
What position are you going for on the board?
Business agent, same as
So what
I
does
am
that
now.
person do?
I get the
Sells the derby.
sponsors.
Oh,
She gets
okay.
the
Maybe you
sponsors.
should tell the people listening. Come on.
Well, the people that are listening can't really vote if they're not members of the club.
But I think
But club members that
pulled
are
the curtain
listening,
back though is good. Like
vote Amanda Ungren.
Yeah.
Well, not when you say it like that.
Sunday. No, just had to monster truck it up.
Really
That was
quickly,
really great, Dennis. I really enjoyed that.
I am. I am.
Thank you.
Dennis is a
fucking
trained
spectacular on a mic.
You
Dennis-
don't get enough credit here, Dennis.
Dennis is a trained professional, folks. Don't try this at home.
Now without a bucket.
So adults are $22, students are 20, seniors military 20, children 500 are free. But your best option is get the family pass. So it's 2 adults, 3 kids for $85. And I love listening to people bitch. Oh, it's so much money. It's really not, because you get there at 2 and you leave there at 10. Like it's an all day thing. You hang out for the whole freaking day.
And let's just the Derby has nothing to do with the prices.
Right.
We're just gonna put
Nope.
that out there. That's all
you
I'm
guys
gonna
don't-
say.
You guys don't set prices?
We don't do the prices.
No,
That's the fair
that
board.
would be on Kitsap County.
Oh, well, I will talk shit about the Kitsap County Fair Board later, but not about this, because I love that they let you guys come out there and do that. And I'm not trying to jeopardize.
And
that, so.
you know, if you come out early, you can be in the pits until about 4:00, and you come say hi to these 2 drivers or your
Yeah.
favorites or
Take your kids out there and let them see the
the points
vehicles,
leaders
and
currently, which is Dylan Hart and Matt Gilbert, and
You can
have
see
fun.
Ty Yost.
You can see Tayo.
You see Ty Yost and
Yeah.
Dan Pies and
Yeah, and then when they kick you out of the pits, Crazy Eric's is just about
no,
open.
same one.
and then afterwards go get a
Because
crazy
he came out with that
cheeseburger.
big. I think it was a Caprice. Yeah.
Is the kid still down there doing his custom made Hot Wheels?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We've had him on the show before too. I'll talk to him and his mom, see if we can
Yeah.
get it back on again.
Yeah, Billy, you don't know about this, but this kid takes Hot Wheels and he paints them up and makes them match
And he
the
derbies them.
drivers.
That's super
The derby
cool.
drivers, yeah.
Yeah.
So he had
Yeah. We got so our first race that was cool. We did the first race, and then second race we came back and almost all of our cars were there minus one, but I think that one got added after that, and so it was pretty cool to be able to like go and buy little mini cars of
Yeah.
our cars, you know.
normally he has like 3 different sizes. So when I went up there, there was like a big size for James Irish, a medium size, and a small size, and went back later in the night and they were gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they're like
they
a
sell
fan
quick.
favorite.
If I'm not mistaken, he also takes orders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go up and ask
Yep.
him, hey, I want a car number whatever. He'll make it for you.
And he didn't have any more. So I'm related to James Irish. And so he didn't have any. I was like, hey, can I get like 2 of them? And he's like, okay, sure. Well, I forgot all about it. Turns out James actually bought them. And I was like, well, that works out because they were for him anyway. So
You forgot about him. He must have had a shot. Okay.
Oh.
all right. We got like 10 minutes left.
Uh.
You want me to leave early or
Oh, if you
all
want
right,
me to-
Kevin, I have a question for you.
Oh, ask away, Amanda.
Do you know all the drivers or pretty much all the drivers in the mini car?
No, No, I mean I know some of them.
Besides Weirdos Racing, do you know any? Besides Damon,
I wouldn't know them if I saw like if I saw their face, but I wouldn't know the name that goes with them. You know what I mean? Because I make it to 1 or 2 races a year just because of all the other stuff I do. So it's hard for me to get completely. Why do you ask?
I was gonna say, who would you build a race with to compete against? But...
Oh yeah, I would be zero help for that.
Okay.
I will tell you. Do you remember whose car I had last year?
No clue.
I don't remember his name.
That was a long time ago.
I don't remember his name. I don't. But
I smoke a lot of pot, dude.
but he was literally the coolest guy with his car with me, and I've had his
But
car.
I am cool. But I smoke a lot of pot, so I don't remember. That's why I have paperwork up there so I can read it.
And he still can't get it right.
I can tell you whose cars I drove.
Whose car did you drive?
The first year I drove was Matt Gilbert. He let me borrow his car.
Matt Gilbert, okay.
And then the last,
I get mixed up.
The last 3 were all Jeff Heim.
Was it Jeff's? Okay.
Yeah. But I've known Jeff a long time. I knew Jeff like
I will say this though,
creature cab.
Amanda, to kind of answer your question without really answering it.
Mm-mm.
There's no driver that I have interacted with that I would not want to get on the track with. Like the drivers are the nicest group of people ever. And they are so accommodating to us when we're down there. Like we're fucking idiots. Okay, we don't know anything about anything.
Well, I
So are
mean,
the drivers.
besides Alicia.
Don't let us fool you.
But no, we're dumb. We're really dumb. And all the drivers.
I'm just trying to be on your good side.
Yeah, I can speak for all of us though. For all the drivers we've interacted with, all the teams that are down there, everybody they've all been great.
Oh
so it really is. It really is the nicest group of people to come down there and be around and hang out with. So there's nobody I would say I wouldn't want to be around. So that's the best I can
If
give
you interacted with us on a day-to-day, you would see that we are also fucking dumb.
Let's
And borderline homo. So
said the guy who's offering blowjobs.
what?
Whatever you got to do to pay the bills, you know.
And I got invited here. Why? I got
Talk about blowjobs. Yeah, that's it.
You know what I think? You know what? I'm gonna write this ship really quick. I mean,
so no spark racing. If you
Okay,
come to
well,
the track
let's go
and check
back
us out.
to Derby World. Josh won the Hard Luck Award last year.
Hard Lick?
Sportsman of the year.
I thought you got Hard Luck.
No, he got Sportsman of the year.
She's all saying Hard Lick.
I thought you said Hard Lick. I'm sorry.
What is in her cup?
there might be a little gin in there.
Amanda, I think you should be here for all the interviews though, because it doesn't sound like I'm kissing ass. I'm really not.
He really is.
You have enough. You have
Cannot
enough.
get beat up.
You have enough knowledge that you can ask good questions.
Yeah, those
like
were
I
good
wouldn't have
questions.
thought about asking them what 6 drivers would you put in a race together, but you've got enough experience in the background that you know the right good questions to ask. So I think you should be here for all.
And you're just snarky enough.
Yeah, and you won't take my crap, so it's good.
Dennis knows how I am.
What is snarky?
I don't take crap from anybody.
What was that, Josh?
What's snarky?
Snarky,
Being a
Amanda.
smart ass.
Yeah.
Both of the women in this interview.
Yeah, they've just become best friends and didn't know it.
They're probably gonna go do
But-
karate in the garage.
Besties for the
But
rest.
I think if we're in a
Bunk
car
beds and
against
shit.
each other, I don't think we're gonna be best friends then.
No.
I'm nice. to
As long as you can
even
hug it out afterwards.
That's right.
I'd have to find a car to get in first before.
But that's
Amanda,
all right.
before we
We'll
wrap
do the
this,
work.
do you have any parting things you want to say? Anything you want to tell the audience? Any promotion for the event? Anything you got?
Just come out to the show, and we're gonna have our points, our top 10s in a race for both big car and mini, and they're just gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun, and I'm sure with it being the last race of the year, a lot of the drivers and their pitmen do unknown things at stupid times. Like I saw there was one time when 3 drivers went out on the track at the same time for time trials or a hot lap. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
No spark racing's doing a figure 8 and we're hitting each other.
No, okay, there you go.
Maybe we should just have a no spark racing finale.
And I would
no
like to
spark
say,
racing.
in my defense,
Josh might win.
when I really start just mixing up numbers, it's usually when we're
These
going
2.
between a figure 8 and a heat race, and there's like no break in between, and I got this heat race with 18 cars lined up, and half of them I can't see the signboard because someone else's big ass signboard's in front of it, and I'm like, and I look up, down, and get a neck cramp and then crap moved. And I'm like,
That's when Dennis goes, that guy over there won.
yes.
All right, that dude. Jordan helped me out. Jordan said I've been racing Jordan Perez's car the last couple of years.
That was a help.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Jordan Perez built some rockets too.
yeah, he's the nicest guy too.
He's also given us a lot of pointers in the off season when we were building our cars too.
He also fixed the no spark problem.
Did he? All right.
I was going to ask you a question. No Spark, would you like to sponsor Outlaw Radio Network? We're looking for sponsors right now.
So we have to wait for the sponsor money to come in. So the check will come in the mail.
I got some money I got to move around from checking into savings.
The way my bank account's set up, I just.
You want to know how confused Dennis gets when like two of the same drivers with the same name are in a race?
Tell us.
So last race, it was Matt Gilbert and Matt Nolan in a race. And Matt Gilbert won. And Dylan's like, that guy, Matt, hold on. I lost it. Hold, please. And he goes, Matt Gilbert, I can't have two Matts in the same race. I get messed up. And it makes it worse because they were both in green cars.
They're both, and one of them's nickname is the Leprechaun.
And one is...
And one has no, the other one's the Ginger Ninja.
Ginger Ninja.
I like it.
All right.
But people have dreams. Dennis gives you a nickname.
I think you should be BJ, man. You announced it to everybody.
Absolutely not. BH, Bobby Hill. All my friends call me Bobby Hill.
Well, there
Family
you
got
go.
Bobby Hill.
There you go.
So,
Amanda,
and you
anything
can
else?
play Hank Trill, Propane Money.
He keeps talking, so I can't hear what you're saying. So
Anything else you want to, before we wrap this up, you have any other comments? Anything else you want to say?
come out to the race. Outlaw Radio will be there, and he's getting weird. And yeah, it'll be fun.
Right on.
Next time these two are on the show, don't invite me out. And
fair enough.
Haven't sat on a couch this long since I lived with my parents.
Hey, at least it's not black and leather.
That's true.
Keep a black light away from it. BJ Hill, you got anything you want to say?
I like it.
Wow.
No, come to the race. We all like the support. Like I said, we're just there for fun. You know, we try to get along with everybody back there. Yeah, there's times where we have attitudes. Other people have attitudes too. It's hot. It's miserable back there. Our cars are pieces of shit. But most of the time, we're all friendly.
Good.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, except for the rivalry that
Even
that
in
Damien
the,
won't
even in
tell
the
us about.
pits, it's
in the
all
pits, it's
friendship.
friendly.
It's all
That-
friendship.
It seems like there's good sportsmanship out
Yeah,
there.
we just leave it on the track.
Yeah, take it on the track, have a great time.
I thought we were going to have a rough season with somebody at the beginning of the season, and they ended up being a great person.
how about
Cool.
the Mariners?
Go Mariners.
Gross.
Oh.
Damien, any final shots or any final comments from you?
I mean, yeah, just like they said, come out, check it out, enjoy the show. We do put a lot of work into these cars, even though there's a reason why they're derby cars, but we put a lot of work into them just so we could put on a good show for the crowd and show everybody a good time. And maybe if you're sitting in the stands just kind of like Josh was and said, I think I can do that, I guarantee you that if you have the ambition and the drive, you also can do it.
Perfect.
One
And the
last question.
sponsors.
One last question.
And the sponsors.
So when it's Outlaw Radio's race, does Dennis ever participate?
We've
I'm
offered,
the announcer.
I mean, in a car.
We've asked him.
Honestly,
He's
I don't
too
have a
stoned
driver's
to do
license
it,
right
man.
now, and that's the biggest problem.
Don't tell me he's too stoned to do it. Don't tell me that.
No, I don't have a license. I haven't had one for quite a while. I can finally go get one again. So
My question is like,
I would. I've been in one, and that was
Don Olin.
yeah, Don Olin. Yeah, and
Maybe we can get you in
congratulations to Killer Kayla on getting married.
My best friend.
I would
Yeah.
love to let Dennis be in a race.
If
All right, we got to
Yeah.
wrap this. We're top of the hour, and somebody has a kidney, the bladder of a 12-year-old girl. Guys, thanks for coming. This was fun. Would you guys come in and see us again next season?
Yeah, absolutely.
Amanda, no, you're out.
Amanda said if she wins her bid to get back on the board, that she would come back and help me put some stuff together. You said it.
Yep.
Don't make me go
I remember
screenshot
saying
that.
that.
She took
I
a shot,
remember.
so she probably forgot.
No, I remember saying that.
Amanda, what's your drink of choice?
Beer.
Beer?
We had this conversation last time.
Tequila.
Anything with alcohol in it?
Tequila.
Definitely not.
Josh, what's yours?
I don't drink.
Water on the rocks.
Damien?
When I do drink, because I can't say I don't drink. I drink occasionally, which is like maybe once a year.
That's
and
about
it'll be
how
like 1 or 2 Coronas, maybe.
Okay.
And I'm lit.
Damien, what's your drink of choice?
Oh, I don't drink. I've been clean 8 years.
Oh, good job.
His drink choice is Baja Blast.
Yeah. All right.
There you go.
All right, guys, we're going to go to break. Thanks for coming in. Outlaw Radio, we're getting to some political stuff next. And yeah, we'll do that next. Stick around. Outlaw Radio. Admin a la carte are specialized local experts committed to helping you run your small business. From general admin and sales support to marketing, digital media and technology to real estate and compliance, Admin a la carte's only goal is to take your business to the next level. Find out how Admin a la carte can elevate your business. Visit admin-alacarte.com for more information. That's admin-alacarte.com. Admin a la carte. Your business doesn't fit into a box. Why should you have to?
Are you ready to elevate your spirits? Look no further than Black Rain Spirits, your local craft distillery nestled in Town Square Mall. Indulge in the smooth richness of our handcrafted spirits, meticulously distilled to perfection. Whether you prefer the bold kick of our bourbon or the subtle sophistication of our gin, Black Rain Spirits has something for every palate. Visit us today at Town Square Mall and experience the essence of true craftsmanship. Black Rain Spirits, where passion meets perfection, unconventionally traditional. On a recent episode of the Outlaw Radio Network,
Some of our listeners even appreciated you dumbing it down for them. So, on behalf
Sometimes
of
I have to
thank you.
mansplain for people like. By the way, mansplaining is when men explain things to a woman in a condescending tone. I just mansplaining.
That's the Outlaw Radio Network Sunday nights at their new time from 6 to 10.
You older people, I know you're getting a little edgy right now, but you better get into me because I don't want to bum you out, but I'm the future of America.
This is the Outlaw Radio Network.
Good evening, my fellow citizens.
It's kind of stony, huh?
It's a real thing. A radio signal from another world.
The United States government presents
The Outlaw Radio Network.
to provide guidance to mankind.
See you guys. All right, Outlaw Radio. Dennis turned the mic on before I was ready, so you heard me saying goodbye. Listen, again, thanks to Josh and Damien and even Amanda for coming in and spending some time with us, promoting the event. And even Amanda. She didn't stab me this time, which is a bonus. But again, the big event, comes up on the 13th, the final event of the year.
Still here.
She is still. She just took off her shoe. She's gonna beat me with a flip flop. Threaten me with a good time. But yeah, the 13th will be the big event. It'll be final day. It'll be Outlaw Invitational day. It'll be a good time. So K-Dog, Beals, Black Tom, DJ D running the boards. Lori is here. She has arrived. She's off camera. Are you going to come on camera tonight with us? Are you going to? Well, you're always welcome. Have a seat on the casting couch.
There's 5 mics right
Casting couch is open. Hold on. I got to rename the name though. Hold on. Hold on. Let's call this the. Hold on. I'm renaming the.
I don't understand why they get it renamed, and all I got was casting couch.
Well,
so messed up.
Joining us on the Paul's Bow for All casting couch is one Rick Eckert. Hello, Rick. How you doing, buddy?
Hello.
It was either that or
it wasn't even 24 hours, and you went back on the casting couch thing.
It was either that or the Ace Haynes casting couch. Like, what do you want?
By the way,
24 hours.
I'm gonna fix it. Edit
Rick brought
name.
us these beautiful scones.
Those scones are ridiculous.
Yes, the Oxalis
so
Kitchen.
good. I had a
I just
tiny
changed it,
little
so now it's
bite.
just your name.
Those are ridiculous.
Yeah, that is. So when I think it was last time or the time before, Kevin asked me about one of my favorite thing in Polesville, and I said the farmers market, and this is one of the reasons why. That's why I said I was going to bring them.
Is that ginger blueberry?
Thank you, Rick.
Yeah, blueberry. Blueberry ginger. Yeah, this is one. This is one of the bakeries that started in the farmers market.
You're on camera too,
and has shares a space with another bakery that they met in the farmers market. They couldn't afford to open a place on their own, so they joined forces and now have one storefront that both businesses share every other day.
Oh yeah. You were talking about.
But yeah, this is my favorite. They're blueberry ginger. So I wanted to bring it last time, but I didn't plan ahead. So this time I did.
So I have a challenge for my other hosts, and I'm going to bring Paul on here too as well, since Paul is here. Hello, Pollywog.
Kevin, how you doing?
We can't hear you. Hold on. Dennis stepped away from the board for a sec, Paul. So I'm going to take you off camera for a sec till he gets back, so we can turn your microphone on. All right. I think all of us, me, Tom, Beals, Lori, Paul, should all go to Paul's Bow for a day, and we'll just do intermittent lives. We'll go live in Slides. We'll go live at that other play. We'll go live at the farmer's market.
As long as we can go to that Italian place and get their pizza, I'm telling you, it's amazing.
What Italian place? You guys had this conversation last time about the Italian place. What was the Italian place?
Hold.
No, I think we figured out where it is.
Hey,
we figured out that she's talking about Sono di Vino.
Yes, I'm telling you, that's what it was. It was an awful first date, but they had really good pizza. The pizza was divine.
At least something was, there's some redeeming qualities, right?
I mean,
but my question to that, Kevin, how in the hell are we going to align our schedules to get everyone?
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I mean, I'm pretty open right now, so.
All right.
You guys talk for a sec. I got to fix their camera.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Oh,
What's wrong
okay.
with that?
It's a little.
Lori, your boobs
It's
look
talk
great.
radio. Talk for Christ's sakes.
Thanks.
We're getting there.
So, anyways,
Kevin, can you throw me a pillow too?
Okay.
oh my gosh, I'm trying.
Well, where are we going, Mister?
Yeah, we have
Good
this
grief.
thing laid out, and now we have people on the couch. I thought we were
When are we
moving
going
on
to Polesville, Kevin?
Yes, we're going to Paul's.
Going on a weekend.
Well, it would have to be a weekend, right? Isn't weekend? Rick, isn't weekend the best time to go to Paul's Bow?
It's crazy on the
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of stuff going on pretty much
every week.
all
Hold
year,
on, but it's not just
year
weekends.
round.
I go up there on Mondays once a month to pick up some stuff. One Monday a month, I go up there to pick up something on Front Street. And on a Monday, in the middle of the freaking day,
Is that your
packed,
herpes medicine?
It is packed with what?
Is
that
that
my?
your-
It's my for him stuff for my erection. Shut up.
Damn.
Anyway, but no. But every time I go up there, like on a Monday in the middle of the day, the place is packed. There's people walking around. The shops are full. There was a line going out of Slides at 11 o'clock in the morning. Like, don't you people have jobs?
No,
No, it's
they're
been.
nepos.
Lord and I were talking about it earlier. It pretty much since COVID, since things opened back up, it's been like that. Like Slides particularly. If you go by any day and there isn't a line out the door, it's rare.
I would
Front
love
Street
to
has
see
been
that in Port Orchard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. By
Well-
the way, Saturdays were crazy. I was there yesterday after Doc Loves the Kids.
Wasn't that a great event, Lori? Doc Loves the Kids. That was a great event.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
great event.
it was a
Yeah.
great
I thought
event.
you were being sarcastic.
No, I mean serious. It was
Like
phenomenal.
what?
No, I thought it was a
No,
blast. It was
It was amazing.
I got nothing
can't
negative to say about
believe
Doc.
How many people were there? How many booths? Everything.
twice as big this year as it was last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
last year they took about half the park.
Oh, wow.
So
they took the whole park.
They
this
took the
time.
whole park this year from
For the
parking lot to parking
yeah.
lot.
It was packed.
That was amazing.
I take it back. I have one negative thing to say about Doc Blackwell, which is why is he going around shirtless? But other than that,
Stop judging people.
It was hot.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give him a hard time. Him and our boys, we're buddies.
Let him do his thing, man.
We can tease each other. I love the Republican woman is in here talking about snowflakes, and I poke fun at Doc Blackwell. Why are you judging people?
Who was talking? I don't think snowflakes has come out of my mouth in the last 5 years. So I don't
I
know.
got Whoopi Goldberg to my left over here. Jesus.
I am gonna fucking
gonna
beat your
shake
ass.
you for that one.
Well, Alicia, it's been great seeing you as a host. Sorry you didn't last.
Kevin, are you leaving everything to me?
Talk right in that microphone.
Port Orchard PD is about to show up. Oh, she's about to kill him.
Whoopi.
Anyways,
Damn.
I went to Polsbo
Mm-hmm.
and they have a really cool thing. I went there for the soon-to-be grandchild to take a sneak peek, and it's called 3D Peaks, and it was really cool. We got to do the
3D ultrasound.
3D ultrasound and
Wow.
4D ultrasound. So yeah, it was really awesome.
4D.
I know.
So what is 4D? You can smell it.
I don't know.
What's the 4D?
We didn't pay for that package, or they didn't pay for that package. I was just the tag along.
No, I mean, I get an X, Y, and Z access, but how the hell do you
I
don't
know. I don't
Time.
Well, I mean, you can argue that's your fourth
they-
dimension.
But I mean,
speed
it
it
was
up and
really,
show you.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of has it advanced? Because I know when I had that done with my son, it was really scary looking.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's really advanced. I
Okay.
can show you the videos and the
Yeah.
pictures
Okay.
afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool. And then, of course, we got to hear the heartbeat, and the baby was yawning, and we have a video of that. So it was really cool.
And how excited are you to be a grandmother?
For the first time,
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited, but I'm trying to keep it low key because my other kids are like, oh my gosh.
I guarantee you the baby was
Don't
not
let
yawning.
them bring you down on that.
Oh no.
Okay, okay.
No, it's fine.
Good.
I guarantee you the baby was not yawning. The baby was silently screaming that Bob Ferguson is the governor. That's
Probably silently screaming because the ultrasound tech was trying to get the baby to move so we could get a better facial picture
Yeah.
or view or whatever. And so she was pushing on the stomach, and the baby's like, and he kept going back to sleep. But yeah,
the baby
no,
was
I'm-
like, "Bitch, leave me alone!
Trying to take a nap.
I'm in a womb."
but yeah, no, to answer your question, Alicia, I am excited.
Yay.
2 more months.
I'm excited for you.
Thanks. Yeah, 2 more months, and we'll see.
Did you say little boy?
Little boy,
Okay.
have a name.
I don't think I'm gonna get grandkids.
Well, that was
I don't
my
think
thought
I
too.
am
I
either.
wasn't going
Yeah.
to get grandkids, so I've been enjoying the great nieces and nephews in my life. And all
Yeah.
of a
Yeah.
sudden, hey mom, guess what?
Yay! I bet
Yeah.
it was exciting too.
I don't
Yeah.
have any
Yeah.
grandkids either. So,
No,
yeah.
my daughter's like her babies are her plants, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna be a cat lady. And then my son, I honestly, I don't know which way he's gonna swing. I really don't. Still trying to figure that out.
How old is he?
He'll be 14 this week.
Oh,
Oh,
well.
I know he's
He's got time.
We'll
Yeah.
see.
He's got time.
It's all right. If not, I have nieces and nephews that will
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, right now I get I get to do the surrogate grandpa thing with Dennis's grandson.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
comes over to
Oh,
visit
yeah.
once in a
Yeah.
while. So there's Big Tom and Little Tom.
Or maybe I'll meet someone and start dating someone and fall in love who has grandbabies,
sure.
and then that would
Maybe.
be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
That could happen.
that could
That
happen. Yeah,
You never know. Your daughter might surprise you. She's very young. She's got time.
She is very young, but she's a very old soul. So
Oh, okay.
very old soul.
All right. Can we get to some politics stuff real
Yes,
quick?
let's do it.
All right. So,
What do we got?
there's so much, Lord.
So much. Let's
So
go.
much.
Are we
I do
talking
want to
about
give the
Kurt?
disclaimer. Rick is here, not representing any other body besides himself.
Thank
you. Yeah, just want to make sure we get that out there.
He's just a
And I
grumpy
did have a
old dad.
suggestion. You were talking about Port Orchard. I know you said you tried to get Rob on, but have you reached out to the council? 'Cause, there's a few that I know that have been there as long as I've been in Polsbo, and there's a couple that are running this time. They didn't have primaries, but they're running for re-election. So
I'll reach
you
out.
might
I'll
be
reach
able-
out again.
Yeah, I
I'll
think
reach
you
out. I
probably-
send an email every once in a while, and nobody ever responds, and maybe it goes to their spam folder.
I know you guys have a lot of questions about what's going on here, and I can't answer those. So
No, I know exactly what's going on here. Oh, hold on. Before we get to national, I'll tell you this. I know exactly what's going on in Port Orchard. Fuckery.
tell. Do tell.
fuckery.
Do
Okay,
tell.
fuckery. There's fuckery.
By the
in
way,
Port Orchard.
Kevin's views are his and his.
No, no,
alone.
listen.
Yes,
Hold on.
yes.
Listen, Linda. Here's the deal. When I go to downtown Port Orchard, I love downtown Port Orchard.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
downtown Port Orchard has the coolest vibe. The walking path.
Seriously.
It's not quite as good as Paulsbo,
Yeah.
but it's pretty damn good, right? All the little independent mom and pop shops downtown. I don't know what happened to the Mercantile. It used to be where J.A. Michaels used to be. It used to be full of businesses. Now most of them are out of there. Like,
Well, that was because of COVID.
Yeah,
it really
but
killed them.
COVID didn't help, but leading up to that, there was not a lot of volume
I know.
of people shopping in there. There
but
were
the
a few.
Seago's restaurant that was in there, man, I love their garlic parmesan fries.
One of the big differences is the density. Like that's one thing we have. I've told you before. Pulso's it's only 4.8 square miles, so there's not really a lot of room to spread out. And so, you can go from one business to another, even in the 4 distinct parts of the city, really close. Port Orchard's got a lot of square miles, so there's less. There's less pressure to develop one area because if it's easier to move somewhere further out or a different direction, and it's cheaper to do that and take a building there or an empty lot, that's where folks are going to go.
Right, but it
and that
doesn't
doesn't
help-
help the downtown.
Yeah,
because it's not that pressure.
And it doesn't help that we have property owners that just board places up and refuse to do anything with it
Right.
because they want condos there. I mean,
Well, we've got some of that. There's a business on downtown Front Street. It's been closed for years because the owners have an issue. It was a pet food store, and literally it just closed overnight. Food in the refrigerator.
Oh wow!
And it's been there for years. It turned into a flyer hanging site. All the windows in the front, people just go up and put their random flyers on it. They finally came through about a month and a half ago, cleared them all out, and used paint and wrote on the glass like, "Don't hang your stuff here." But I mean, that's been empty for years.
Yeah, can I give a response to that though? I'm going to piss somebody off. I've been trying not to swear on this show so much, but if you run a business and if you own a business and you don't care about the business and you're not operating it, fuck you. I'm going to put my flyers on your window. Like what? So we're supposed to walk by and look at an empty storefront every day? I'd rather see flyers.
Well, that's the property owner, not the business owner.
Right.
Well, whatever. If you own property and you don't have the interest in developing that property and you just want to leave it vacant, I'm going to hang flyers on your window. In fact, I should print out 100 flyers of Outlaw Radio Network. In fact, I'm going to do that tomorrow.
No.
No, I am.
No.
I am.
I have a better option.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here's the problem with Port
He's
Orchard.
not going to come close with him.
No, I know. He never calls.
Here's the problem with Port Orchard. The decisions they're making do not make a lot of sense to me. If you're in Port Orchard, you have a limited area of what I consider prime real estate.
Yeah.
You have prime retail, commercial real estate, which is at
You have
waterfront.
movie set backdrops.
Yeah.
Basically.
No, hold on.
Potentially, if
Hold
we
on,
would
hold on,
take
hold on.
care of the downtown a
Hold
little
on.
bit.
You guys are
nicer.
left turning. Don't left turn. Follow with me just for a second.
Oh, come on.
You have this area that should be prime tax base money.
Yeah.
I don't care what it looks like. You have prime tax base money.
Yeah.
And so all those businesses downtown should be maximized for
Making
business
money.
spaces that are going to make the city money, that helps fill the city's coffers, that help take care of things like the streets and the police and all that kind of stuff, right? They're going to get rid of a bank and they're going to build a community center
That's
right on
gonna
the
be
middle,
funded by
right on the
taxpayers.
middle of the waterfront, funded by taxpayers. It's
Yeah.
going to be a zero net gain tax wise.
Yeah.
It's no, I'm sorry, it'll
The-
be a negative tax wise.
The bank is going into the community center though.
But irrelevant.
It is. It's going in, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that was
Okay.
one of the selling points.
Maybe it's going into, but a lot of that space is going to be community center, which
Yeah,
is not
yeah,
going to
yeah.
bring any
Well,
tax.
they're going to have meeting rooms and stuff that they rent out.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, it's not
That
going to
should
bring
be-
in a ton of money. I'm
that
just
should
saying.
be prime real estate downtown.
Listen, I agree with you, but
Okay.
I'm just playing devil's advocate
Well,
right now. Okay?
I'm glad you're playing devil's
Thank
advocate.
you.
They should be focusing on bringing revenue into that corridor. It's the same
Yeah.
thing. It's the same thing the city of Bremerton did on Wheaton Way. They put DSHS on Wheaton Way in prime commercial area, and they put that transit center in prime commercial area in Wheaton Way. There's no reason that both of those places couldn't have been one block off of Wheaton Way.
Right.
So you maximize your commercial base, so you maximize your tax base, and the city of Bremerton wouldn't be bitching about the fact that they got to cut programs because they've got less tax base than they expected. The reason why you got less tax base than you expected is because you put a whole bunch of nonprofit and government-run agencies in your prime tax area.
And they
It's stupid.
They didn't have their B&O stuff configured right either.
Well,
that
no.
drove a
And
bunch of
Lowe's.
businesses out of Bremerton.
Well, and you have to look at part of it has to do with, like you're saying, prime tax, but I mean the taxes are the same wherever you are in the city. And like I said, there's less pressure to put things downtown in Port Orchard. I don't know that Port Orchard's downtown is necessarily a tourist draw. So
I sure love walking that waterfront every morning.
Yeah,
though.
it's if it's more locals, and it's not, you're not necessarily going for a character type thing. But like Poulsbo, as much as everybody recognizes Front Street in downtown as quote unquote Poulsbo, I think at last count, Front Street accounts for 11% of our sales tax revenue.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Because you got to think about Ojava, where you got Walmart, you got Home Depot,
Okay.
Right.
you know, big businesses that are further out.
Yeah.
So in the grand scheme of things, it's important because it brings people there.
Yeah. So
But-
it's
but
the
when you-
draw.
Right.
and
But when
the
you
rest
talk
of the business.
pure tax revenue,
Yeah.
that's not where the
Well, but-
money comes from.
but I
so you want to
gotta-
preserve the character and all,
Right,
but
I gotta
again,
push
it's a
back on you though,
touristy
Rick.
thing.
Rick, I got to push back on you though. 10 or 11% of your tax base for that small strip of land
Right.
downtown, like that's significant. I mean, could you survive the budget if you guys had to cut it 11% because suddenly a tsunami came and wiped that out? You could make do, but 10% for that really small section downtown, that's significant. And I will tell you, as a guy that comes from out of town that comes up to Poulsbo, the vibe in Poulsbo is great. Like the vibe downtown is amazing.
Yeah.
When I was in downtown Poulsbo last month to pick up my male erectile dysfunction pills, I thought I would love to live in an apartment above one of these businesses. That'd be great. Like I would absolutely love that.
So many jokes.
We're gonna bring Paul on now that Paul's mic is unmuted, so I didn't want to bring him on cold, but
You don't always know what the decisions are because they said if you can spread out more, they're less concerned about what is this exact lot used for because they've got more room.
Right.
We worry more about every single lot on Front Street because there's just not that many of them. It's a limited resource. And you know, certain businesses make a lot of sense to be there because of the tourists, and you want them there. And then others, you know, they could be anywhere. They choose Front Street, then they choose Front Street. But you know, there's certain ones, the breweries, for example.
Sure.
The breweries are kind of concentrated in two places in Poulsbo.
The waterfront.
The waterfront
Yeah.
there, and then over on Viking,
Mhm.
there's another set, so to speak. And you know, that's because people are walking between them. You
Right.
want that. The restaurants, but like I've been pushing for a while. I want to focus. I don't want to just focus on Front Street. I want to also try to develop Viking because if the tourists are all going one place, you want to give the locals also a place to go where it's not competitive. And with the idea for years and years and years, there's been this talk about Western Washington wanting to make the OC campus where they have all those classes into a true branch campus, but they can't do it if there aren't things for students. Got to have housing, got to have recreation, things like that. That, you know, so we keep kind of looking at these areas going, what can we do to make each one of them sort of have a flavor that supports that area?
Just make sure you have the infrastructure for that, because one of the things I saw coming back to Port Orchard was all these apartment buildings, all these new housing projects, and nothing had changed infrastructure wise. And it is insane to get around. Now, I'm really not going to complain that much because I lived in Linwood for a couple months and that was awful. But there are still too many people here for what the infrastructure is.
Well, I think the big problem is the growth around South Kitsap isn't actually in Port Orchard city limits.
You're right. You're right. It's the
going,
county.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going out in the south end of the
Right.
county.
Yes.
And Port Orchard itself is
Well, the county needs to address
struggling.
the infrastructure. I
Yeah,
mean, this is
yeah.
it's not rocket science.
Well, and let's be honest too. I mean, you go to like McCormick Woods and those developments up there that are in the city of Bremerton city limits. How the hell does that happen?
No.
How is that not?
McCormick Woods is Port Orchard.
Yeah.
It's just mine and the one above me.
Okay, but yours
Yeah.
and the one above you should be Port Orchard city limits.
Sewer hookups. That's how it got.
No, I get
how
it.
happened.
I get it, but how it doesn't make any sense.
No, I
for-
know.
For my neck of the woods, because we live in the same neck of the woods.
I know.
in
Yeah, my
between
fire
Gorst and Port Orchard.
department's totally different than yours.
Yeah.
And
And
I was, yeah, and I remember in 2020 there was a water shortage up there, and they were telling people, "Hey, you know, watch your water use, watch your water use." why are they not requiring the developers to put in that infrastructure so that it's not affecting people? We don't have that issue. Don't
They
use
would
your
be.
water.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's a requirement. And you got to remember
But they're
fire
not.
districts. Fire districts are a whole separate
I'm not
set
talking.
of.
I'm talking just
Yeah.
water in
Yeah.
general.
No, I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
it is.
I
It's
think
part of the
fire-
requirement. Utilities are part, roads are part.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Now, I can't speak to how well it's done,
Uh-huh.
but,
Uh-huh.
it is part of it. It's required to all go in. And then and it's one of those things where the developers are required to build or pay for certain things.
They
But
should pay
then
for the new
once
high
it's
school
built,
too.
that it's on the city or the county to
Yep.
maintain.
Well, I will
And that's
tell
where
you,
it gets tricky.
I will tell you, in the area where Lori and I live, in between Port Orchard and Gorst, if you get off at Anderson Hill, where all those developments are up at the top of Anderson Hill, and you hang a right,
Yep.
It's unconscionable because it's a 2-lane road for 6 housing developments and 1,000 homes, and maybe when they designed the development, they talked about sidewalks and roads and all that, but the arterials were never addressed. It's a 2-lane road, and the traffic is insane. And their grand idea, by the way, is to put a
roundabout,
goddamn roundabout at the top of Anderson Hill.
Yeah.
By the way, the fact that you support roundabouts, Rick,
You're going down. See, we didn't go the way I wanted. We need to go for you to see the roundabout. That makes me support them. But we did drive on part of the road.
the roundabouts out toward, like, if you're headed towards towards Suquamish, right?
Right.
Okay, I've seen those.
Yeah.
They look really nice.
Not the ones on Bainbridge, the one that's at the edge of Polsbo.
Right. As you're headed towards Suquamish, right? I've seen them. They look really nice. Roundabouts are still dumb as hell.
Well, I'd say I lived in England for 3 years. So I have no issue with roundabouts.
Okay, well,
I worked with, but so here's an example. So when all those developments up along that road on that east side of Polsbo were initially proposed, part of the planning commission and the city council and the mayor, what the decision was made is they were only approved if that road was improved and that roundabout went in, everything that got built over there was part of the approval of those developments.
Yeah.
So sewer lines, the roads, the connection to 305, so that the traffic would not go back into Polsbo past the high school, down to 305, down past my house.
Yeah.
But
all
here's,
that. And
that's
so it
great
was
for you
all-
in Paulsbo.
Yeah, so it
it's
was
not
all
happening
designed
here.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
it
telling
takes
you.
planning. I mean, it takes planning.
But here's the problem here's the problem though, right? When you give a developer responsibility, and I'm going to use a project I'm really familiar with, which is the tribal property in Bremerton, where Quinault came in and rented tribal property for my family. And part of the agreement was, when they rented the property for my family, they told the city couldn't mandate it because it's tribal property, but they said to the city, we're going to fix the property. We're going to put nice sidewalks in and curbs and all of that, right? So you have this 7/10 of an acre in the middle of West Bremerton, where border to border the property, the sidewalk looks nice, the grass looks great, there's little trees, but on both sides of it, which is city property, it's horse crap, right? So when you go to these developers and you say, well, in your development, you've got to do X, Y, and Z. If the city doesn't support the stuff on both sides of that development, on the roads, on the egress, on the infrastructure, on the highway, on the, the sewers can be perfect. The septic system in the development can be perfect. But if the rest of the city's septic is jacked, it doesn't matter,
Well, it takes planning, and you have to do it right. Like,
well,
when
they
you
don't do it
look-
right in Port Orchard.
You look that area, the developers did part, and then
Hold
the
on,
city did part.
Really quick, I'm bringing Paul in and turning Paul's microphone on because he's back, and I tried to bring him on a minute ago. He was-
Here, Kevin.
Hello,
let me make you
Pollywog.
more upset.
Yes,
Kevin.
I'm here.
Paul, you're still muted.
Oh my, and Dennis.
I'm not muted.
Hold on, let me check something here. You guys talk.
Yeah.
So, Kevin, just to make you more upset, the church up at the top of the hill, as you head westish, they're developing 300 homes there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Paul, say hello.
We have 2 ways out.
Hello.
There's Paul. Okay, we fixed it.
Hey, Paul.
What church?
The Christ
The big one
Christ
out
the
there,
Rock?
right?
Yeah,
the big one.
Oh,
Right,
so when you go,
past that church, right next to the church parking lot, right past it is 300 homes being built right now.
Wow.
That's probably okay because it's closer to the Belfair Highway entrance, so they'd probably come up through Belfair. But
Closer to the Belfair Highway, it's like 10 minutes.
that's definitely
I don't
ridiculous,
get
man.
it.
Port Orchard
I
or
don't
county?
get it.
That's
It's county.
but it's
I
a
wanna-
Port Orchard address. But
I want to be
think
like
it's
Paul.
county.
I want to live in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Where I still have to use dial-up to connect to the internet, and the only sounds I hear outside my windows at night are
goats?
wolves and goats and sheep, and that's it, right, Paul?
Lala.
Hey, Paul.
No, not even close. Not
Paul,
even close.
I'm going to Paulsville tomorrow to pick up my male erectile dysfunctional medication. Do you need me to grab any for you?
By the way, do you measure
you know,
yourself before and after?
Oh, Lori.
Go ahead, Paul. What were you going to say?
Damn.
Well, yeah.
This got weird.
Just,
got really
just
weird.
like that.
Sorry,
People,
I raised
we
four
forgot how to
cents.
do a radio show. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, no,
It's
they
all
don't
good.
have headphones on, so
Um,
they can't hear when you're talking, Paul. That's the
Yeah,
problem. They don't.
exactly.
We didn't notice they don't
okay.
have headphones on. Open your eyes and look.
They're having a dream like Kevin does, where he can hear everything but Paul.
How you doing, buddy? How goes
Well-
the paintball field? Before we get to politics stuff, man, how's the paintball field?
You know, it's a work in progress, man. It's building a new business. It's like raising a child. You know, you gotta work hard to get it up to where you need it to be. So it was a business that was doing great, and then it shut down for a year. So now we're having to build up our customer base from scratch. So, but that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't
You
help
can
when we
do
get
it.
to be open. Yeah, it doesn't help when we get to be open for a couple weeks and then closed for 2 weeks and then open for a week and then closed. But luckily now that should be done. That should be over with. So now we can really make a better showing. So
Terry
But
said really quick.
enough about me. Yeah.
You're gonna love this, Lori. Terry said in chat, the development by Cross the Rock can take Fegley down to 16. No, they can't.
No, they can't.
Have you
The
driven
road-
down Fegley?
I have.
Fegley is
Recently.
like literally a roller coaster.
Well, not only that, it's falling apart on one side.
And it's a death trap.
Yeah.
If you don't do 20 miles an hour down Fegley, you're gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah. It's bad.
That's ridiculous. Good. I mean, Terry, you're right. They could, but I know people that live on
The
Fegley.
infrastructure's not
We have mutual friends that live on Fegley, and they would literally sniper rifle people driving by their house if they had that much traffic.
Yeah.
Paul, we haven't gotten any political conversations yet. I was planning to open
Yeah,
with
I know.
Bob Ferguson's
Hey,
response
I've
to
been
the
listening
shooting.
since. Hey, Kevin, I have been listening since I messaged you and said your mics are hot before the camera started rolling, brother. So I'm there.
Uh-oh.
And I will say this: I love you, but fuck you. Okay, go on.
For what?
No, it's okay. I'm professional. I ain't gonna get into that shit on there.
What are you mad about? What are you upset about? I didn't
I'm
say
not mad.
anything
I'm not.
about you.
I didn't say I was mad about anything, did I? I just said fuck you.
For what?
Hey, yeah, he absolutely was, but it's fine. It's okay.
Why don't you welcome Dealer to the show, Paul?
I can get past it. Well, I was about to, but you told me that Dennis hadn't made me live on air, so you took me back off again. But it's cool. I'm here. We're all good. Dennis, you shouldn't let Kevin throw you under the bus like that, man.
He's not here again. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you have it. First, I would like to say, Alicia, you're doing a phenomenal job, and you're a natural. You're fitting right in. I really appreciate it. In that you're doing a great job coming at stories from almost exactly the same angle as I am. Well, listen, Kevin, it's a good thing that you talk with that hand. It gives you something to do with it. But here's the point. I love the fact that, because I was the only person that was conservative that was on this show for years, one of several. And as a result of my efforts alone, everybody in the known universe of people that listen to that show believe that we are a far right political talk show, which could not be further from the truth, except that clearly conservatives on this show do a much better job than libertarians or Democrats. So you have big shoes to fill. I know that you're going to do a good job at it, Alicia, and I will be on and be with you guys as much as I can, at least until I get this business off and running. So, and then I'll be back, but do not think for 1 second that I don't think you belong there full time.
Thank you.
I mean,
appreciate
40
that.
hours a week.
You know, if we get some sponsors, I could do that. We should. Really
Right. Yeah.
Hey, Paul, could
Yeah,
we, when we get the paintball fields up and going, would you sponsor Outlaw Radio? See how good I'm getting at asking for money?
We'll have to work out a compensation model for you. We'll have to
We can-
work out commission and all.
Yeah, I
that.
stopped and bought a
Yeah,
Powerball
yeah.
here, so fingers crossed. I got it.
All right.
Yeah. Well, we can certainly talk off air about that, Alicia. I think that's a great idea.
Paul, I think we should as well. I think that's a great
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
very
called
good. I will sit down. I will sit down with my new favorite, most reliable co-host, and Kevin can sit with his new favorite, most
Now I
reliable
know.
co-host.
Now I
All
know
right.
why he said that.
There you go.
Just one last time, I'm just gonna say it all takes planning. You got to have great staff.
You want
We
to
got
hear a
great
funny
staff.
story about my most reliable co-host, so Paul? He's only supposed to have come out to my house. He's only supposed to have come out to my house 9 times in the last 2 weeks, and his no showed me every time.
I know. I've heard you ask it multiple times.
Yeah, and he always okay. It'll be tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and goes. He doesn't show. He doesn't call.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
literally like I'm in a relationship with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
Something like that.
That's exactly what I was going to say. You know,
Yeah.
at some point you're going to dump her. Just saying.
I guess so.
Hey, I will tell you guys. Let me tell you this real quick, Kevin. I told the guys at the paintball field that when we do our grand opening, because right now we're still operating under our soft opening. When we do our grand opening, I'm looking forward to having DJ D come out and run some tunes for us. And I'm hoping to all that is holy that Tom can set himself up out there and set up a booth and do some samples, you know, and maybe even sell some products.
Drunk paintball sounds really fun.
And I will tell you this: we were even informed that the easiest way for us to do all of that is just call it a potluck. So thank you, Marcus.
Marcus is the man. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring out my grill and my smoker. Kevin, if you show up, I'll teach you how to be a real cook. It'll be a blast, dude. Be a blast.
That's
So you want to talk about politics now, Kevin? Yeah, go ahead. Kevin,
You
Kevin.
can't take a shot at my cooking ability when even your own children have said that I cook steak better than you.
Here we go.
So I just
Why would you?
Speaking
why
actual
would
and factual,
you
man.
bring that up, Kevin?
Because you just insulted my cooking.
That's
and
been
your own
debunked for
children
years
said-
now. No,
It
no,
has not.
stop.
It
My
has not.
own kids debunked it, dude. They said they were at your house. They were trying to be polite. Even Truant said he couldn't finish your steak. Just really give it a rest, dude. Give it a rest. All right. But I love you guys. It's all good.
Good to
Okay.
see you, Paulie.
Fucking
All right, so
best
let me
new co-host, motherfucker.
bitter party of one. Okay. Listen, I wanted to open with this. So the response came the day after the last show. So I feel
I'm just turning a light on, man. I'm not going
Excuse me,
anywhere.
we
Okay.
have a response
Sure you're not, Paul,
already
whatever. Huh?
to Paul and his conservative voice.
What's that?
We have a response.
Oh, do we? What's the response?
Lilet.
Hold on, let me see. Lilet said, shocking, Paul. Lilet disagrees with you. Lilet said, I disagree. You're not the sole reason, Paul. The people platformed and other rhetoric are the reasons. Your influence is vast, but the show is a team effort. So what I'm going to get in this
Agreed.
is that
Agreed,
your
Lilet.
influence is
Agreed.
vast. And Christopher says we want Amanda Ungren. I offered to let her come on and talk politics with us, and she gave me the finger and told me to F off. So, yeah. All right. So let's get into this. So last week, the Trump administration came out and basically sent a sternly worded letter from Pam Bondi to Bob Ferguson.
To Bobby.
To Bobby. Fucking Bobby.
Love this letter,
Anyway,
man. Ooh.
And they basically said, I'm summarizing this, but they basically said,
Yes.
you can't continue to be a statutory state.
Sanctuary.
Statutory. I'm sorry.
I don't know where your brain's going.
Wow. A sanctuary state. You cannot be
Got
a
some legal
sanctuary state.
matters you want to talk about?
I know, but I'm going to get my pills tomorrow. You can no longer be a sanctuary state. It's in violation of the Constitution. You're lawless. You're blah 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 blah. All right. So Bobby came back and responded. First of all, the schmuck took like 3 weeks to respond. Right. So that means you know that he crafted the letter, went over with the attorney general, then all the lawyers, then they fixed it, then they did it again, then
They started with AI.
Probably.
No,
Hooked
he
on
waited
phonics.
till the last day that he was supposed to respond. That's
No,
what he did.
But I think I think he did not write the letter himself. Let's just be clear.
Oh yeah, totally no.
So
No.
he said, I'm gonna read part of the quote from this because I thought it was tremendously interesting what he said. He said, quote, "You seem to believe that cavalierly citing criminal statutes and personally threaten me, a democratically elected governor, will result in compromising the values of my state." And then he said, "Never. This administration's total disregard of due process shows us all they care about instilling fear and hurting law-abiding Washingtonians." That's as much as I'm going to read, by the way. So
is that the point that Bobby read?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Because-
what Bob Ferguson wrote in response to Trump.
wrote, but
Yeah.
he really didn't talk much in the press conference.
No,
If you
but he's
watched
not
it-
going to.
No, because he's
He's got the personality of a cardboard box.
a fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I add something honestly? And I sincerely feel this. I think he was right about part of that.
That's what I was going to ask first. Do you guys believe
Yeah.
this? I mean, not that any of us like Bob Ferguson because we don't.
No, but I think he has a valid point.
Okay, explain.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Paul.
He said, "You want us to be afraid?" Yes, bitch, be very afraid. like this is people have been saying, right? They're like, "Oh, Trump is a president, and this is going to be a presidency about retribution," right? Yes, it is, and it has to be, right? Because if it isn't,
a retribution when it's a constitutional right with the supremacy clause.
I think
Well,
it's a right
that's
on
what
the
you-
ship.
yeah, that's right. I think both of you ladies are
We
correct.
don't have
Yes.
to. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you guys are right. You're absolutely right. The off the rails injustices that we watched for the last 8 years consistently, right? As people bypassed the Constitution, as they violated rights, as they intentionally went I mean, I don't think anybody anymore denies the fact that certain members within the political hierarchy set up Donald Trump before he even won the first election in 2016. They set him up, and then they continued to go after it. Look, I'm going to be the first person to say I'm not thrilled with everything that the guy is doing. Right? Like there's one case in particular right now where ICE is going after a U.S. veteran who's been here for like 20 some years, right? But and they're like he went to his hearing on his citizenship, like it was the last step before he got his citizenship, right? And you know what they did when he was at the meeting? They arrested him. So I mean, listen, I was hearing this going around, right? And I'm like, wow, that's really shitty. I hope that's not what they did, right? If the guy was that close to getting his citizenship, I would have hoped that they would have let him finish the process.
Especially
but then
if he served our country.
and which he did,
Yeah.
and I said, but here's the problem. I did what 99% of the people on the left who have their own biases, like. You do 5 minutes of research and you find out, oh shit, the guy had felony warrants in another country. Like, oh,
Okay,
wait,
hold on.
funny.
But the guy-
Newsweek didn't say that. You know?
not.
Yeah, go ahead, Kevin.
But listen, the guy that got arrested and picked up by ICE and got deported to El Salvador, air quotes, accidentally, and then got returned back, and they said he was going to be charged with human trafficking and abuse and all that stuff.
Brego.
They quietly released him this week and sent him back on his merry way. So
No, they didn't.
Yes, they
Go ahead.
did. He's been released.
No. What I'm saying is they didn't send him back on his merry way. They sent him back to his attorney and said, have him report on Monday because we're going to deport his ass. And what there's now one part, admittedly, I don't quite understand right now is why they're saying, yeah, we're going to deport him and we might even deport him to Uganda. Look, having been to that shithole of a country and that defines shithole, like if I was him, I'd be saying, please send me back to El Salvador, man. I don't want to go to Uganda.
Isn't that where Republicans said Obama was from? Well, that was Kenya. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want Beeler to comment on this too, because she is almost as much of a constitutional scholar as I am. Here's the question.
You want the intelligent conservatives on the panel to answer your question. Understood.
I'm asking
Okay.
for your input, unless you'd like me to go run
yes.
for the next 45 minutes.
I mean, I was trying to get earlier. Nate, I got elbowed.
Is this you guys can't talk over each other. That's the reason I elbowed you. It's only because I like you.
I was trying to have a debate with Paul.
I know, but you can't talk at the same time.
Paul, what are you drinking?
Tequila.
Bong water.
So
this is grapefruit juice.
Landers grapefruit juice. Would you be willing to sponsor the Outlaw Radio Network?
Grapefruit juice? I love grapefruit juice. What are you, 75? Okay.
Hey,
here's the question. You have an old soul, Tom. Shut up.
I like grapefruit juice.
Here's the question. Is
Me too.
anything that Trump is talking about constitutional? Like, let's take out of the equation whether he's right or not. Because Trump is 100% right. The sanctuary policy that the state of Washington have set us back. It has not made our streets safer. It has not helped our budget. It has not helped the plan. Nothing good has come out of this policy unless you're an illegal. That's it. You can say, well, we want the illegals to have a safe place to go, therefore it's fine. Perfect. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I'm saying from a state security, safety, crime standpoint, budget standpoint, it doesn't work. Let's take that out of the equation. Does the federal government, Trump and Bondi specifically, have any say on how the state handles these issues constitutionally?
Do you want me to take
Yes,
this call? Or?
you can go first, and then Paul can respond.
Okay, so
Go ahead,
the supremacy clause allows, I mean, it is a federal right for ICE to come in here. Washington cannot stop ICE from coming in here. However, they do not have to honor the detainers that they put on illegal immigrants. And that we have a few sheriffs here.
I'm having that problem at work every day. I'm telling you. It's a problem every day.
Right.
Every damn day.
And I will say, one of our sheriffs close to us, Keith Swink, he is honoring those detainers. He's absolutely refused to go along with Washington state law on it, and is following federal law. Now it is Washington state law, so I don't know what's going to happen with that, but
probably a court challenge.
Probably a court challenge, yeah.
And let me add to what Alicia's saying. It is a bit of a Go ahead, Kevin.
I was just going to say, but just before we go to move to you, Paul. But Alicia, my question is, does Trump have any room to maneuver constitutionally in this argument in the state of Washington?
He has, the only thing he can do is send in ICE to our state. Legally, constitutionally, he cannot make Washington comply.
Okay.
Because we have our own laws here. We are a sanctuary state. He does not have the power to override that.
Okay.
Now, if something were to happen, and I know we're going to talk about this later, and he would need to send in the National Guard, that's a different story. I mean, it's happened many times before throughout our history where the president has sent in the National Guard, if that has to happen. So,
Kent State, baby.
Question. Yeah. I got a follow-up question to this, but I want to give Paul a chance to respond to that first question.
I think there's a double-edged sword because I can't speak for Alicia on this, but I'll speak for myself, and that as a conservative, I have strong beliefs and feelings about state sovereignty. So while I absolutely love the fact that the federal government is like, look, we're going to come in here, we're going to punish you. And we've talked about this for years, right, Kevin, as we dug deep into the idea of sanctuary cities or sanctuary states, right? And I think we all kind of agreed at the end of that conversation, that's not legal, right? It's like, it's not even a legal term. Sanctuary city or sanctuary state is not even technically a legal term. It's just this label that's been slapped onto different counties, cities, and states and whatnot. Okay. But there's really no such thing. Go ahead, Alicia.
The legislature did pass a law here in Washington that allowed for that,
yes.
like that, getting people to work, something like I can't remember the title of it, but
you're right, and this Washington state is a state, for example, that if you're an illegal alien and you come here, you can still open a business. We've talked about that. I've bitched about it for years. All you have to do is call them up and pay for a UBI number. Then you call the IRS and you get an EIN number, right? And that's your identification number for filing your federal taxes. You do not have to be a citizen for any of that, right? So you can be a legal business owner and be an illegal immigrant. Get your driver's license in Washington state so that you can operate your business and then automatically get registered to vote. I mean, if people can't understand how that fucks up a system where apparently it creates too many barriers to require somebody to have ID to vote, right? Because poor black people are incapable of getting an ID. Not my argument, Democrats' argument, right? So all of these things compound, right? One makes the next one worse. And by the time they're all said and done, now we live in an area where, cops have to see you commit a crime before they can pull you over. Well, maybe not exactly that anymore, but it was like that, right? And we've got drug gangs, drug cartels in Port Orchard, little freaking Port Orchard, right? So we've got all of these explosions of issues going on all at once. Now, sending in the feds, sending in ICE to round up illegals are not going to solve all of our problems. I mean, nobody should have that illusion, right? But it's like when with my car that has 20 different problems with it. Fixing one doesn't fix them all, but you fixed one.
Right.
And start with one at a time, right? It's just one foot in front of the
The way
other.
the way I understood it is the federal government can't compel a state to execute federal law, basically go out and enforce federal law, but a state can't prevent the federal government from coming in and enforcing federal law. Like that's basically the distinction.
Right, but
I think
in
that's right.
Washington, they don't have to honor the detainers. Like if someone's in jail, Kitsap County, for example, when I worked there, if somebody had an ICE detainer, the jail does not call ICE and say, "Hey, we're letting this person go.
Right. Well,
Do
we
you want to
can't make
come
them
get 'em?"
help. The federal government can't make them help. But if there's ICE agents or FBI or marshals standing outside the jail,
Right.
and someone gets released, the state can't prevent them from arresting
Exactly.
someone under a federal law.
But they don't have to cooperate, is what I'm
right.
saying.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
federal government can't make any state help the federal government prosecute federal laws.
What the hell was
state can't
that?
Prevent and
Dennis hit the wrong button.
You just mind your damn business, all right? I do what the fuck I want over here.
Yeah, it's the cooperation is where all the argument.
Right.
So let me ask the follow-up question then. If we accept the fact that the Trump administration doesn't have a legal ground to do anything besides send in ICE agents, and they can't force the state of Washington to comply, is the Trump administration threatening funding against the law? Because isn't it essentially like blackmail? To say, hey, if you don't do what I want you to do, hold on, let me finish the question. If you don't do what I want you to do, even though I legally don't have the recourse to make you do it, I'm just going to pull funding from you to blackmail you into doing what I don't have the legal right to ask you to do. Isn't that illegal?
If
Well, you call it blackmail, and
go ahead, Paul.
I just say it's okay. I was just going to say, Kevin, you're pointing out that it's blackmail, and to Rick's point, right? Like that is a tool. Right, it is a tool in the bag of the federal government to withhold funding. I mean, you're supposed to have relationships between different government agencies that they help, they assist. But in times when you have one government agency steadfastly against another, take Washington State, against the Trump administration, they're more interested in suing Donald Trump than they are pursuing justice, for people. That funding mechanism then becomes a tool, does it not? What do we call that? Wouldn't we say that there is a mechanism in place to be able, and you could even call it punishment if you want. If you're not going to do what we, the federal government, are asking you to do, then we're going to punish you and we're going to take funding away, right? For whatever.
And I think some of the argument is they're not just withholding cooperation; they're impeding federal law. I think that's
right.
And each state's doing this in a little slightly different way, so it's. That because letters went out to a whole lot of states. It wasn't just Washington. Some it was
That's
just
right,
cities,
yeah.
some it was counties, some it was states. So I think some of the argument is it's not only that you're not cooperating, you're actually impeding federal law being pursued, executed, all that. So I think
does anybody know
if you're preventing, then yes, there could be withholding funds because in some cases those funds are specifically being provided for that service.
Right.
Okay,
you're
fair.
getting funding to support public safety, and then if you turn around and don't support the federal law enforcement, it could be easily say, well, now we're going to pay you the grant because that was the whole point of the grant was to support what we're doing. So it just depends on how the grants are written too.
Lori?
Well, look at the voter rolls. I mean, the way that the laws are written right now in Washington State, county auditors will be jailed, imprisoned, or fined on either side of the issue, either by the state government or the federal government, because they're not allowed by the state government to clean up the voter rolls. It's specifically written.
Yeah.
So, I mean, their hands are tied.
Yeah, it's insanity.
Listen,
and Kevin? Let me ask you this: isn't there a word? Isn't there a word that describes what you are if you interfere with law enforcement attempting to perform their lawful duty?
Criminal.
Well, that's a good word. Yeah, I was going to say obstructing.
Oh,
yeah, obstruction. Yeah, so I, which is why I find this whole topic so crazy. I mean, and it's not that we have a state. It's not that we have a state and a state government that is taking a moral stance on their own over a singular issue. This stand that's being taken is purely political. Purely political, right? Because if you go back to the 90s and you go back to Bill Clinton's presidency, even Barack Obama's presidency, right? These were two Democrat
the good old
presidents that had no problem kicking illegals out of this country. They had no problem with it. Now they have a problem with it because Donald Trump is in the White House and he's saying we're getting them out.
Yep. Well, no, listen,
but listen, yeah.
You're not wrong, right? So much of this stuff,
I know.
but I don't think it's about Trump. I think it's about Republican, and the Democrats will not back anything a Republican says, even if 3 months ago the Democrats wanted to do it. It is. I love this phrase. It is the hypocrisy of our democracy that if your guy does it, it's okay. If the other side suggests it, oh my God, what a heinous human being. The Democrats do not. The Democrats do not have a monopoly on morals or values, and neither do Republicans, and they all do the exact same thing.
They do in this state, apparently.
Follow-up question. Sounds like a different topic, but to me, it's exactly the same. Okay? Trump administration came out last week and said, we're going to ban mail-in balloting. You cannot mail-in vote. We're going to ban it. We're going to stop it. Again, same question. Overreach, unconstitutional? Or is it within his purview? Tom's got a comment.
We've discussed this on the show before, though.
Right.
So, I would think, I don't know, but I would think the only place that they can make that mandate would be with federal elections.
But the federal elections share a ballot with the state stuff. They're all run together for budgeting purposes.
Well, then it would be on the state to comply with the federal election, which means there may need to be two ballots, one for federal, one for state and local. And that's a waste of taxpayer money.
It is
or that forces the state to go to one in-person ballot, which is probably what they're trying to do.
It might be.
Well, it exceeds his authority as president.
Yep, I agree with Alicia. As much as I agree with the premise of not allowing mail-in ballots, like I mentioned this before, when my dad died, he passed away in June. There was an election that October. We received not one, not two, but 3 ballots for him. I very easily could have cast 3 ballots for my dad.
Just as a previous elections director,
Yes.
had you cast 3 ballots, only one of those ballots would have actually counted.
We're going to do a detailed show with you about that because a lot of people are saying that multiple ballots.
I am positive.
No, I mean in Washington.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
because it's the same. It's the same brands of election
equipment
vendors that they're using.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't happen.
What about multiple states?
Now that could be a problem because so many states went away from ERIC, including Ohio. But that whole
We lived here for years, and because of being military and moving around,
Right.
my wife and I were both absentee voters, back to our home states for a long time.
Right.
We got to Washington, and it took years to get the state of Oregon to stop, from my wife to get them to stop mailing her ballots, even though Washington was mailing her ballots. And had she been unethical and sneaky, she could have easily mailed ballots back to both the state of Washington and Oregon for the same election, voting in both states. She shredded the Oregon one, and she called them every time, and it still took, I think it was at least 2 presidential elections, because we got here like right before one and then the next one. But
8 years.
Well, no, because we got here, it was like that year was one, and then
all right.
So it was like
Yeah,
4 and a half, 5
yeah,
years.
yeah.
But they made it very hard on us to fix it. Like I tried to get off the Pennsylvania rules after I was settled here, and the process to do it was hard.
Why?
Exactly. Why would you make it hard for me to tell you I shouldn't be on your voter roll? I
moved.
live somewhere else now. I'm voting here. And Washington, they don't care. Washington, it's like, no, you bought a house, you are ours now. You will be a Washington resident. We don't acknowledge you being a resident anywhere else. And because they want the property tax and they want all the other taxes. So I got told as still active duty, once I bought a house, we don't care what you think, where you think you live here, you're a Washington resident, and basically enrolled me to vote. I mean,
Right.
it was a driver's license. It was,
motor voter.
I would have had to try to stop that.
Yeah, the motor voter.
And I would just say, as an elections director, I would get emails all the time from other states asking if a person had voted. And if the answer was yes, then the person was prosecuted.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't mess around with that.
Yeah, I was just shocked at how hard places made it to try to fix it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and so Andy said, oh, go ahead, Paul.
I was just going to say that it's my understanding that, and listen, we all know the hyperbolic tones that Trump takes when he talks about things, right? And he comes in, he makes these outrageous statements, then he dials them back. And that's if you read his book, The Art of the Deal, that is a tactic. That is something that you do. Why? Because people get spun up about it. So that way they get all upset. So when you come back and say what you're really going to do, it doesn't seem as extreme and it's more reasonable, even though it may still be out there, right? Like, never mind. I'm not going to go there. But I was going to talk about women and dating, but we won't go down that road. Here's the thing.
God damn you, Paul! Can't you have a nice,
normal
normal conversation like a regular human being?
No, it was. Listen. I didn't say make me a sandwich, nothing right like that. Here's the thing. Congress may at any time alter those regulations, and I think that what Trump was really trying to get across. Am I right, Alicia?
Get a moving.
Right.
Because Congress can make new law.
Right. So my gut tells me that Trump, because he did try to say he was going to do it, right? I'm going to lead a push to do this, right? Was the way he was going. I think the way he meant to communicate it, or the way that he's going to dial it back, is that he's going to push Congress to do it. So
and we all know how quickly Congress moves, so we'll see that, and maybe.
Well, they're going to have to move awfully fast. They've got a year to do it, right? Because who knows what's going to happen next year during those midterms? I mean, flip a coin. I got no clue. I don't even want to try to predict that.
Yeah. Do you really think he's going to push Congress to do it? He's going to try to do another
I
executive
do.
order?
I absolutely do. Have you seen this stuff? No, he won't do an executive order because, as Alicia previously stated, that goes against the 10th Amendment, Article 1, Section 4, Clause 1. Like those are substantive issues that prevent him. In other words, if he did an executive order, that'd be like him doing an executive order saying, "Hey, go ahead, guys, we're going to do the purge for one night. Murder's legal." Like there are certain things you can't, with an executive order, you can't just undo it.
I would leave the country if that ever.
Even though there's a lot of power.
There's executive orders. A lot of them buried in there, just almost you overlook it. It'll just say within the law. Like
that's right.
And in fact, what it's about, and then somewhere in there it'll say within the law. And so
they do it in contracts, right, Rick? Mm-hmm.
But then they buries that phrase in there, so it kind of wraps it in. Not those you're overstepping, you're trying to break the law. Somewhere in almost every one of them there's that little phrase within the law.
Yep. Yeah, and it's effectively what Rick was referring to. The same clauses in every legal contract nowadays that anybody ever signs, right? This contract is lawful within the confines of the state in which it is signed, and anything found to be unlawful only negates that part of this contract, right? Not the whole thing. So those are just general things, and Rick's 100% right about that. Fucking conservatives are on a roll tonight, man.
Let's just get a little pool filled with Jello and let them go at it.
I agree. I agree in premise with everything that you guys are saying. I do feel like there's some illegality to this entire discussion on behalf of the Trump administration.
How so?
Like I don't feel like he can come back to the States and say, do what I'm telling you to do that I don't have the legal constitutional right to make you do, but do it anyway, or I'm withholding funding. Now, on the instances where Rick talked about, where some of the funds are directly tied to, okay, that makes sense, right? I mean, if you're giving money to the state for immigration and they're not handling the immigration, that makes sense.
Well, and almost all federal funding has that in it. They're almost every single thing you get from the federal government has some kind of string, some kind of line that limits how it can be used, how it has to be used, when it has to be used by. Federal funds are very limited. So I'm sure that's what it's going to go back to. Right. And they're all, you'll hear people talk about all the time, is grants It's not whether the grant's going to get you what you want. Is it worth the money to get? Because a lot of times the reporting is so complicated. Like there's times where a grant might be great, but the amount of time and effort it's going to take you just to follow up on with the federal government to get that money, you don't want it.
Yeah.
You don't want that money. So those things are prepared very specifically, and I'll bet you that's what they're falling back on.
Lori?
Don't you think for a minute that Trump is telegraphing not only to the Congress, at the federal level, but to the state legislatures and going, hey, Republicans, if you want to take back your state or maintain, you need to get on board with this.
That's a great point, Lori.
He's going to have to dial it back. I can't executive order his way through this, but I think this is his way of telegraphing. Meanwhile, he's spinning up the Democrats going, oh my God, what are we going to do?
Yes, Lori.
Meanwhile,
yeah.
the rest of us, the
She's on it.
silent majority in the independent world, we're just sitting here going, give me some more popcorn.
Well,
They focus on something else.
What is it? But what difference does it make if he's winding up the left? Like in Washington State, the left runs everything. And
I know.
And
but
all he does is galvanize people to the left because he runs his mouth about stuff. And the people on the left and even moderate left people hear that, and they're like, well, that's not in his wheelhouse. That's not where he's supposed to. He's helping the Democrats. He really is. If you give them a reason to have an enemy, they will martyr together with each other to have an enemy.
Right, but he's also trying to mobilize the Republicans. How are you going to do
Republicans where in this state? There's
Anywhere.
4 of them, and half of them are on this show.
Under their ass.
Yeah,
That's
he
what he's
does
trying to
because
do.
Republicans are like, leave us alone, small government, copacetic, everything else. Let's run our businesses, and they don't react like the left does. The left is like, give us our marching orders. What do we say? How do we say it? All that, and they go forth and do it. Republicans are like, hey, good to see you. So he's got to telegraph that. I'm not a huge Trump person, but this is what he's got to do because midterms are coming up.
Yes, and let's all acknowledge one thing, right? When Trump did that, what happened? He owned the news cycle for 12 hours, right?
Yeah.
I mean, free PR, free press, and the dude knows how to run with it. And he may not know how to make peace between Russia and Ukraine, but he sure does know how to own a freaking news cycle, man.
Right.
Well, just you heard it here first. When Republicans regress in the House and in the Senate in November, because people in those swing districts are too tired of hearing Trump stirring up the pot and literally getting not a lot back out of it on some of this stuff, you're going to see some of those swing districts move back the other way. And it's normal anyway. It happens naturally anyway in a midterm after one party's dominated the last election. Like it's pretty standard.
We've talked about this before.
That doesn't happen in this state.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean
that
this
has not happened in this state.
But
Washington,
this state has
Go
been
ahead.
dominated by the left since 84, 86, 88,
88,
whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that,
we had the conversation. Remember when I was on that? I don't think it's going to flip this time.
this coming midterm.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna.
There are
I
some
don't
states
think
that
they're
won't
ready
change
for
at all on both sides.
It's not going to change.
And remember,
here,
it's next November. It's not this November.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of
Right.
time for people to get exhausted.
Yeah.
Because
that's my point.
Yeah. Well, and exhausted at outrage. You can only be at an 11 for so long, and then you just run out of steam. And when you're charging at every single thing as the end of the world every day, they're going to run out of steam. And by next November,
like Chicken Little.
who knows? I mean, I really think you're going to see people running out of steam because there's already reports fundraising is drying up. There's all kinds of stuff that's going on because what he's doing is he's causing them to react every single time as if it is the end of the world.
But isn't that what he did the first time around when he was president in his first term? Didn't he do that for 4 years? And what happened at the end of the 4 years?
I don't think not the same way.
People
He was different then. He was different.
I don't
so
think
was
it
the
was
left.
the same. I don't
So
think
was
it
his
the same way.
opposition.
Right.
Well, here's my prediction. You guys can write this down. I'll place a bet with you. I will buy dinner for everybody on the crew if I'm wrong at Puerto Vallarta.
AOC will not be the president.
Well, hold on. Hold on.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you,
We
Rick.
already got a dollar on that. and it
In
will
2
not happen.
years, Republicans will lose control of the House or the Senate. They will lose control.
Need the
over
whiteboard
one
back
of
to
them.
record that.
Okay. They will
Come
lose
on,
control.
that's not hard to predict. The Republicans are in control. That is a historic norm.
That's what I said
for the
earlier.
party in control.
And everybody
Yeah,
said I didn't know
that's
what
not
I
a-
was talking about. Chris
No,
Corrigan's
no,
in the
no,
chat.
that's
He's
not
like,
much of a
Kevin,
prediction.
can you give us some data to support that? Yeah, it's called history, Chris. Read a book. I love you.
It does normally happen, but it doesn't happen every time.
Okay. And most importantly, in 2028, it'll be a Democrat president.
It's not.
And it's going to be because it's not going to be because Trump's policies didn't work. It's not going to be because Trump did bad things. It's not going to be because Trump peed on a hooker or a hooker peed on Trump or any of that. It's going to be at the end of the 4 years, people are going to be so traumatized of the constant noise all the time.
Hey, now, don't get on people's kinks.
No,
It might be a Democrat, but it will not be AOC.
Well, no,
Just gotta
hold
clear that
on. We'll take AOC out of that.
Kevin, I will take you up on that bet because I think you're absolutely wrong on this.
Really?
Yeah, I
Okay.
really do. I think people are waking up.
Talk right in the microphone now. You think? But you think? I don't. How are people waking up?
Oh,
Based
I'll
on
prove
what?
it. Give me a second. You keep talking. I'm going to prove you how right Alicia was. Give me a second.
So, hold on. So let's do this. Let's take a bumper
take a break.
We should have taken it 15 minutes ago, but Dennis was out. So let's take a quick bumper break. We'll give Paul a chance to look at things. We'll give the rest of the crew a chance to use the bathroom. We've only got 3 hours of the show left tonight.
What?
So more of the show coming around in just a minute.
Your damn mind if you think I'm staying that long.
You're lucky
Or
I
we
was
are
here
teaming
for
up
hour
on that.
one.
Yeah.
Also coming up in about
Some of us
15
have to be on a 550 ferry.
Coming up in some of us some of us get to sleep in tomorrow. Coming up in 20 minutes or so, we're going to talk about the great fun we had last night with Rick Eckert and what a comedian declared about our newest host on the show. So we'll talk about that as well. Paul from the compound, everybody else in studio. It's Outlaw Radio. We're back after this. This is not Mega Talk, sons of bitches.
R.I.P. Mega Talk Radio.
Admin a la carte are specialized local experts committed to helping you run your small business. From general admin and sales support to marketing, digital media and technology to real estate and compliance, Admin a la carte's only goal is to take your business to the next level. Find out how Admin a la carte can elevate your business. Visit admin-alacarte.com for more information. That's admin-alacarte.com. Admin a la carte. Your business doesn't fit into a box. Why should you have to?
Are you ready to elevate your spirits? Look no further than Black Rain Spirits, your local craft distillery nestled in Town Square Mall. Indulge in the smooth richness of our handcrafted spirits, meticulously distilled to perfection. Whether you prefer the bold kick of our bourbon or the subtle sophistication of our gin, Black Rain Spirits has something for every palate. Visit us today at Town Square Mall and experience the essence of true craftsmanship. Black Rain Spirits, where passion is perfection, unconventionally traditional. On a recent episode of the Outlaw Radio Network,
some of our listeners even appreciated you dumbing it down for them. So, on behalf of
Sometimes
Paul,
I have to
thank you.
mansplain for people like. By the way, mansplaining is when men explain things to a woman in a condescending tone. I just mansplained mansplaining.
That's the Outlaw Radio Network Sunday night at their new time from 6 to 10.
This is Spike Cohen. This is Jesse Young.
I'm Brandy Cruz, host of the Undivided Podcast.
And you're listening to
my friends on the
Outlaw
Radio
I must have missed something.
All right, Outlaw Radio, we are back. I took Paul off the stage because Paul's just a black screen.
Essential.
So I don't know if he's there or.
So if
Oh, he's back now. Hold on, try that again.
If the penis sword fighting happens with J. Andrew Kennedy and the male host, glow in the dark condoms.
Where is that coming from? What did I miss? Seriously.
John Wayne in the movie back in the 80s.
J. Andrew Kennedy wants to have a sword fighting contest with all the hosts of Outlaw.
I'm sorry, and no offense to homosexuals, but that sounds a little gay.
Well, I told. Hold on.
Because
listen,
it is.
I told
It
Lori.
is.
That's his shtick. Hold on. I told Lori I would gladly volunteer for the sword fighting contest if he donates a large amount. Let me finish, Paul. Shut up.
No.
If he
Don't even
donates
finish
a
this.
large enough amount of money to a charity of my choosing.
Why don't
So-
we get him
so
a sponsor
just-
outlet?
Outlet?
Oh my
Outlaw.
Outlaw Radio Network.
Please sponsor Outlet.
Let me
Shopping.
just say this.
Go, Dennis. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
Please
point this
do.
out to you, Kevin. Once
I
you
just
start
got
doing
touched.
gay shit, it don't go away. It did not happen. Once you go gay, there's always that small part of you that stays gay, which is fine if that's what you choose to do.
The fact that you know so much about being gay, Paul, is not a surprise.
Ain't no.
Oh, what you do in college is your
Well,
business.
Well, I didn't go to college, Lori. I owned a strip club, so I don't know what to tell you.
I thought you were going
So-
to be a
and I-
paralegal.
I went to college for paralegal. Yeah, but I didn't. It wasn't like I didn't go to a college. It was all online.
Gergen is tearing you up right now.
I know.
just
Gergen
wanna
said the
point that
Dems have
out.
lost 4.5 million votes. Voters.
That's-
in
so
swing
listen.
states. Hold on. Let
Yes,
me finish what you
let
said.
me
Don't
read you
interrupt. Hold on. Grizz said.
I was trying to make this point before we went to the break, Kevin.
Okay, go ahead, Paul.
So what I was going to say to back up Alicia's point was that the Democratic, and this is according to the New York Times, okay, the Democratic Party is now, like they call it officially, mired in battleground states, deep red and deep blue, and is getting annihilated by new voter registration by the Republicans. And it's like there's been like a 4.5 million vote swing nationally. It's crazy. The Democratic Party is hemorrhaging voters long before they even go to the polls. The article begins highlighting how in the 30 states plus Washington, D.C., the registered voters by political party, Democrats lost ground to the Republicans in every single state between the 2020 and 2024 elections, and often by a lot. It was the Republicans have picked up 4.5 million voters, or actually picked up a 4.5 million voter advantage nationally. That's just monstrous. So that backs up Beeler's point from earlier, and that's what I wanted to say, adding to what she was saying. And Gergen's 1,000% correct. So you know what? And I hope that Beeler wins that bet with you. I don't even buy lottery tickets, so I don't gamble. But good luck, Beeler.
Chris Gergen said in chat the Democrats have 13 million in the bank, Republicans have 85 million. Look,
Yes.
and they're looking at the Senate and the House caucuses. Look, I get all of that. I really do. And I don't disagree with the facts as all of you present them. And I give Chris a hard time, but Chris is far more connected than I am. He knows far more than I do. So I don't knock his knowledge.
Kevin,
but here's what I do know.
Well,
Go
here
ahead.
I was just gonna say I think you're a product of your environment, right? So you live in a
I thought he was going to say imagination. Kevin's a product
No.
of his imagination.
no, you live in a very left, very progressive state, and so you're around a lot of very left,
a little
very
bit.
progressive, ideas and thoughts and people.
You got to get out more, man.
And so, I think that's just kind of coloring your glasses, if you will.
Okay, let me respond to that. Fuck off. The fact of the matter is that's not true, and here's why. Because I'm not basing this based on the people that I hang out with, because most of the people that I know that are friends with now, most of them are conservative. So if I was listening to my echo chamber, I'd be hearing a lot more people like Paul, like Beeler, like you, like Rick, right? What I see, not Lori, you're moderate. You're not a conservative.
But did you not just hear Paul and read what Gergen wrote?
Yes, but again, allow me to respond.
Okay.
The problem is you guys are dealing 5 months, 7 months, whatever this is, into the Trump presidency. No, 7. It's August, and he started in January. 8 minus 1 is 7. Don't fucking correct me, woman.
Oh my gosh,
okay.
you're cussing.
So here's the problem.
Stop being a cunt.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Love you,
Somebody's pinned.
Look at Paul's face. Paul's face is great.
Damn.
Here's the deal. 7 months into a Trump presidency, you guys are all absolutely correct.
See you next Tuesday.
But
good night, everyone.
We have another just over a year before midterms, and just over 3 years before the next presidential election.
Yeah, it's just gonna keep going stronger.
Where the constant noise out of the White House is going to wear people down, and they're going to get sick of it.
You mean they did with Biden?
We elected, yes, exactly.
Or they did with Obama, or they did with Bush, or they did with Clinton, or they did with pick your president.
No, hold on. But that didn't happen with any of them. Clinton got elected to 2 terms. Obama got elected to 2 terms. Bush got elected to 2 terms.
Trump got elected to 2 terms.
Biden is the exact equal example of Trump, because by the time we got through 4 years of watching his geriatric ass, who couldn't tell if it was a Monday or a Thursday, asking for rum raisin ice cream
and pancakes
and stepping in his own shit
and sniffing hair
and well, that never played into the public narrative for him.
Geriatric
It should have, but it never really impacted the public narrative. It should have, but it didn't. But the problem is, at the end of that 4 years, Republicans could have run anybody and they would have won, because the narrative, we were sick of Biden and the buckfuttery. Okay. The exact same thing happened to Trump at the end of his first term. By the time we get there, the Democrats could have ran anybody. In fact, they fucking did. And
From
they
the basement.
won. And they won. Why? It wasn't because Biden was a good candidate.
No.
It wasn't because Biden knew what he was doing. It wasn't because they had good financial policies. They didn't have a way to fix anything. At the end of the 4 years, people were like, I've had enough of Trump. There's just too much fucking noise. And it's going to be the exact same thing.
COVID had a lot to do with it too, though.
So
no, I don't think it did.
It did.
But I think the end of this time around, you need to look more at the end of Reagan's second term than you do any of those other examples. And you saw what happened there. What
is wrong with
it?
That
Went into
man?
4 more years. Yeah, he's just. I think it's going to be more like that. I think it's going to be more like the end of Reagan's second term, and this is the end of Trump's, just with a break, and you'll go into whether it's Vance or Rubio or whoever is the follow on. Now, whether he only does that person only does one, like Bush Senior did, or they can do 2. But I think it's going to be a lot more like the end of Reagan than it is.
Okay, well, we got
those other
Rick's right.
examples.
And I'm sorry to interrupt, but
really-
what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Really quick, do you have breaking news music, Dennis? Can you play me some breaking news music? I have important breaking news from the chat. Hold on just a second. Dennis is done. Here we go. Breaking news brought to you by Lori's Beads. Now coming to Front Street in Paulsbo. Lori's Beads. I'll turn that down low. It's really loud.
Chris said I'm right. So again, good night, everyone. Show's over.
Andrew Kennedy said, Andrew Kennedy said,
okay, show's over.
If Paul decides to be female again, I would churn his butter. All right, you can kill that.
Are you ready to add a touch of sensuality to your life?
Yeah.
Introducing Lori's Beads,
Tell me about
ultimate
it.
destination to tantalizing treasures. Explore our exquisite collections of handcrafted beads from bold and daring to delicate and alluring. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a curious beginner, Lori's Beads have everything you need to spice up your
This is a good
intimate
segue.
moments. Discover your hidden desires and let your fantasies come to life with Lori's Beads. Visit us online or in store today. Lori's
baby
Beads,
oil on
unleash the passion within.
This is a good segue. So last night, we a whole bunch of us go out together to watch his comedy show in Seattle, and Beeler's there, and I'm there, and Rick's there. Got to meet Rick's wife for the first time. She didn't try to kill me, so clearly I haven't been too mean to Rick. I was sad that the other friends that went, one of them was not Ace, but that's okay. So we go out and we're Rick has us sit down front. Okay. Front row, like literally next to the stage.
Touch the stage from our seats.
Yeah. So comedians come out, and the host was a Asian guy named Kevin, and so we immediately bonded because we had the same name. And then the one of the comedians made a joke about threesomes,
And I laughed.
and Beeler laughed. Hold on, Beeler didn't laugh. Beeler guffawed. Like, it was loud and it resonated through the place.
I mean, I was already like 6 beers in by then.
Yeah. And in that moment, he called you out to everybody in the club.
And I took it like a champ.
That
because
you were
that's
the
what I do.
resident, you were the resident threesome girl. So congratulations.
Where is my crown?
Yeah, she
I am a
drew
princess.
absolute all attention directly to herself.
Yeah.
You know, I can't help it if that's just the energy I exude.
He did
all the
declare that I was the whitest guy in the room.
Yeah.
So there was
Which
that.
is true.
And by the way, the funniest part, I haven't even brought this up to you yet. The funniest part was he asked her if she and I were together because we were sitting next to each other. And before I could even
said, "No!"
take a breath, she was like, "Oh, fuck no." So, yeah.
Sorry, Kev.
So
Just
yeah,
a
I did
gut
have to laugh
reaction.
when he was talking about being mixed, and then says, and he's like, and he calls Kevin out as the whitest guy in the room. Now I'm sitting right next to him.
Yeah.
And yeah, but Kevin was the whitest guy in the room.
He was the whitest Kevin in the room because he was an Asian Kevin.
yeah, the host was an Asian guy named
Yeah.
Kevin. Had a great time though. So thanks for
Yeah, it was fun.
thanks for
you.
inviting us to go with you, Rick. That was a great time.
Sorry, I fell asleep on the way home.
Still have water.
It was past my bedtime in my
I was
defense.
past my bedtime
Yeah.
too, but
And you were at least
Speaking of comedy shows,
yes,
the third Thursday of every month at the Tracyton Movie House, I DJ for Miss My Presents.
I love My
a funny night out.
Hold on, I love My
Comedy shows. Third Thursday of every month. Usually a good lineup. Tickets usually start at $10.
Let's go.
Nice.
And DJ D there.
Poof.
Oh, there you
So
go.
when is it again? The third Thursday?
Yep. So
What time?
Thursday of every month.
Oh, I think I have a community.
It's a
I think doors are at 7.
doors are at 7:30.
Oh, I can
7:30?
make that then. Yeah.
And
So the third Thursday will be the 18th.
yep, that is going to be my debut night. I was introduced as Kitsap County DJ royalty at the last one when they called me on stage.
Nice.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, we've got some good stuff around.
Thank Dennis.
I wish more of the folks would come use the casinos. Like I actually, when we were talking to Joe Mackey afterward, I told him, I was like, you can come tour all the casinos. Once we don't take ferries to see them, but there's a lot of opportunities because I was telling Kevin and we were driving back. Like I saw Bill Engvall at Clearwater Casino one time.
Damn.
He's in the
That's a
stand-up
good
world.
name.
Yeah, he's a
that's
big
good
name. It was funny because he said what he does is his daughter was going to college up here. And so he would always schedule shows whenever he would drop her off or pick her up, because then it became a write-off. And but
Smart.
yeah. But it was, Clearwater. I mean, that's a big room and he's a big name, but you can always do the smaller ones. So, but yeah, he's my favorite comedian. That's 2 years. He's come out here 2 years in a row to that same club, which is not a big place. I think he could probably fill a much bigger venue if he wanted to, but great place. And I insisted on sitting directly touching the stage last year, went back this year.
I think the best line out of his show last night was he said, dance like nobody's watching is what I tell the women that I'm watching them when they dance. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got, great presentation, great jokes. And his comedy sneaks up on you, I think, a lot of times. Like you don't see it coming in.
And the bacon cheeseburger was really good too.
Yes. Man,
Yeah.
Good for you.
I was surprised how good their bacon cheeseburger was. Honestly.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
What was the venue?
It's called Laughs Comedy Club. It's over near
But
UW.
UW, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But look
So-
at the pictures on the wall. They've gotten a lot of people who at least became famous later.
Tom
They-
can't go
okay.
to Laughs. Tom can't go there.
Yeah.
Too close to UW. He wouldn't know what to do around a real college campus. So we
Okay.
You can sneak it from the side. You don't have to actually go near the campus.
Where did you go, Tom? Why is
Tom
he making
did
that
not
joke?
go to Wazoo. He
I know.
supports them.
He couldn't even get to into Wazoo.
What? No,
Oh,
he chose.
no, I
I
went to Wazoo, but in the UW Wazoo rivalry thing,
Yeah.
I associate with Wazoo because that's my side of the mountain.
Right.
Yeah. So
And
like,
we have better colors.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And I
I'm-
didn't grow up
That's
here,
what
so
I
I don't
base it
care.
on.
Yeah. See, my wife and I are a house divided. When she moved to Washington State, she ended up living in the U district. And yeah, you knock it off.
Can you please
Go
stop
Huskies.
singing?
Go Dogs.
But do you know
I'll
that
bring you a can of Alpha.
more high schools use the WSU theme song
Yep.
than the UW theme song?
That's because it's better.
Fight song.
My
'cause
my
it
high
sounds
school
better.
my high
Does
school
sound
used
better.
the Wazoo theme song, I think, and we were the Cougars as well.
And Central Kitsap uses it. I know because I attended there for a
Hey,
minute.
Gergen, duck the fucks. Oh, wait, duck the ducks. It works either way.
Gergen's a Duck fan?
What?
He can never
I
be
thought
on
you-
this show
I
again.
thought you knew
What?
that.
Go Herbert.
All right. So no, I'd like to go to the Miss My Mind thing. I might have jury duty that week. Can you guys believe that? I got selected for jury duty the week of September 15th.
Yeah, but you'll be
I-
off
You
in
got to
time.
call and
But I will keep everybody posted and updated and line up. And Miss Mama said she is going to come on the show. She just has
Would
to
love
get
to
it
have
worked
her.
her
She's
schedule.
amazing.
Nice.
Oh, my is awesome.
Chris Gergen was raised in Eugene, and yet you can write. Okay.
Damn.
But they
Hooked
weren't
on
allowed
phonics.
But they
I don't
weren't allowed to
know.
pump
I
their
don't
own
know.
gas till they were
Two of
30.
you, I'll take Chris.
Hooked on phonics worked for Chris. Okay.
Hey,
Oh.
you leave Gergen alone, okay?
What? He can't fight his own battles?
Of course he can. He
Okay,
doesn't
then.
need me to
My
fight
money's
his
on
battle.
Gergen.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Gergen's gonna. Yeah.
Get your ass.
Gergen and I are buddies.
staying
we're,
out
we're
of it.
pals. Gergen and I are
I'm not.
friends.
I'm pulling.
And I will say, we did have a nice time, and I think Kevin took my threats seriously because he laid off the ace jokes all the way through the night until we got back to today, and now he started
Threaten
back.
him with.
Oh, I told him I was going to leave him there
Oh,
and make him walk back.
Yeah.
he would not fare
I guess-
well.
I haven't
That's-
made very many ace jokes. I just
No,
Yeah,
but
you have.
you laid off just long enough for us to get you back on the side of the water.
yeah.
And now you start, So I think he realized there was just enough truth to the I'll abandon you in Seattle.
Can I
Don't
ask an
stop.
honest to God question about Ace? Like honest to God question. Have you dealt with him or ran into him recently?
Not recently, no.
So he's kind of gone on the DL.
Well, the last time that I saw him in person was at I went to a Kitsap County Commission
jail.
meeting, and he gave public comment there.
So
Public comment.
It's not all that funny. For those that don't know, that's how I met Beeler all those years ago. She booked me.
what are you talking about?
Oh, when you were
man.
working in corrections. That I just got
No,
the joke.
no. I was at pre-trial and where he would have gone. So it would have been just a pre-trial arraignment meeting. And I do not remember that.
So in other words, Paul,
No,
you
you
don't leave a
would've.
lasting impression on the ladies.
Apparently not.
Oh, damn.
I'd
it
have
might
bet
be-
money she was the one who sat me down and talked to me when I first went.
In my-
Anyway,
in my
long story.
defense, I did meet with every single felony arrest in Kitsap County for 7 years.
Well, mine
so,
mine
lot of-
wasn't a felony arrest, so maybe.
well, then it wasn't me.
It's
Because
What about
I
okay.
the
had
time you,
felonies.
what about the
Yeah.
time you beat the crap out of your brother in the parking lot?
What?
Oh,
Has the statute of limitations run out?
those charges went away. It was an intervention that went south for the winter.
Okay.
All right. Listen, the other thing I wanted to talk about tonight, we're gonna get off politics for. I know we had other stuff on our docket, but things just went out of control as they always do. Chris Gergen says quack attack. Chris, stop. Just stop. I guarantee your candidates would not align with you if they realized you were a Duck fan.
What does that have to do with anything?
Hello,
Kevin.
boss baby. What's going
Yeah,
on,
boss
dear?
baby has something.
Hi, kids. Can you hear me?
What's going on? Where's
Yeah,
where's
we
the
can
man
hear you.
shop? Where's the man shop?
Man Shop was fixing his brakes and he's getting ready to change my oil. So. he
Oh, is that what
gets
they call it
my
now?
help.
Getting your oil
Lord.
changed?
She's
Yeah.
got him well trained.
Yeah.
Getting lubed up. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, of course. Well, don't tell that to J. Andrew Kennedy. He'll be upset.
Lubricating that
What
chassis.
is with that guy?
Oh, he's my best friend. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Just whenever he says something, just say "Go Buckeyes," and you'll
Yeah,
win.
I can't get on board with Go Buckeyes because I fucking hate the
You
Buckeyes.
can fucking get off the show then. man.
All right. All right. Go ahead, Boss
But
Baby.
no, I wanted to say, because all of you supported him last year, it's officially been 1 year since the accident, and my brother-in-law is in what he can do is thriving, and his working on, I think his second laser surgery is this week for all of his burns and stuff. So we are on the road to recovery, but since all of you guys were part of that
That's
last
wonderful.
year, I
That's
will
wonderful news.
throw that in. But yeah, this week was the 1 year anniversary. So
Well, I want to tell you something. Your niece is on my Facebook page.
your
my Facebook
fan
page.
club, yes.
She's the president of my fan club.
Yes.
But I thought she wrote the most touching post the other day about her dad, and I just she's such a good smart kid anyway. But it was really touching. So give her my best. Tell her I said hi.
I sure
And
will.
tell your sister and her husband we all send our best and hope everything's going well.
Yes, all the things. So
Yeah.
just quick update. That's it.
And go Dogs. All right. Thank you, Boss Baby.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
boss baby.
Tell Man Chop we said hello. All right. She just gave me the finger. Okay. All right.
I just received a text from our guest from hour 1. Next time they come on, they want to bring their entire team.
Oh,
bring them
Let's do
Hell yeah.
it.
That'll be a whole couch, the love seat, a couple chairs in the
And
hallway.
Tom will be out of alcohol. And Tom will run out of alcohol.
Nah, what? That's just me for setup. What are you talking about?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're gonna have a different conversation to wrap up the show. We got about 20 minutes left. Next Sunday, by the way, we will do our NFL preseason picks. So be ready for that, Dennis. I'll send them to you.
Yes.
Yeah, because Dennis is gonna be out of this bitch.
Oh, that's right.
Dennis
You're
will
going to
be
be
in-
up in the land of Alaska.
Hot Alaska, yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Be
men-
up there visiting my granddaughter.
Where men are men and women, and the polar bears walk bow-legged.
Thank you.
Yay.
And she is adorable.
Oh,
I've
no
seen
more midnight
pictures.
sun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Beeler and I had a conversation over the last couple of days about what exactly is an alpha male and what is not an alpha male. And so I thought this was a good conversation to have.
Wait, because Kevin's a beta. So
Who initiated the conversation?
I don't know.
he wanted to go
The
on a date.
beta.
And I can't date you. You're a beta. So
happened.
I really need an alpha in my life.
That's not how it happened.
That's
You know
exactly
it.
what
That
happened.
is not.
I think there was a Facebook.
You're a
Facebook
lousy
post
liar.
about it.
You're an awful liar. So I wanted to open this conversation up first to Beeler, but then everybody else. Maybe the women can speak first.
Maybe
Lori, Tom. Just I love you, buddy. I'm just kidding.
Damn. All right.
Can you
Taking
explain?
bites everywhere.
Can you explain what an alpha male is, Beeler?
I mean, it's just someone who constantly is in control. They just walk into a room and people just bow to them because they just know that's the alpha. Like, you've never experienced that because you're a baby.
This is not time to take shots at me. I'm trying to have a conversation.
There was a time in my life I was an alpha female. I could walk into a room and people would look at me. It's the same kind of thing. But with men, it's a man being a man, and it's really, really refreshing. And there is not enough alpha men in Washington.
Sure.
I'm sorry. You boys need to get it together. So,
Okay.
Yep.
yeah.
Lori, do you have a thought on the alpha male
Sure.
thing?
I mean, mine's a little bit different. Yes, they're in control, but they don't necessarily have to command the room that they're in. They're in control of themselves, their money,
Yes.
their emotions, their well-being. They're in control of every aspect of their life, but they allow for the spontaneity to happen as well.
That's very true. I agree with that. That is a good definition.
Okay.
He kind of put me on the spot with the whole definition thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
No.
Yeah. For me,
Let
it's
me
just-
let me give you the real definition. Yeah.
Go ahead, Paul.
The real definition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paul, why
Yeah.
don't you
The alpha male.
mansplain-
Alpha.
why don't you
Alpha.
mansplain
Shut
to
up,
women
Kevin.
what an alpha male
Kevin.
is?
Kevin. Less of this, a little bit more of this. Okay. Hold on, bud.
Okay, go ahead.
Alpha males are strong-willed leaders who love to take charge. They exude charm and machismo. They're known for natural confidence. They are CEOs, managers, military personnel, politicians, etc.
That's me. Okay. I'm an alpha. Perfect. Got it.
Would you like to feel better? I can read you what a beta male is, Kevin, so that you can feel better about yourself and life in general.
Before you do that,
Definitions.
before you do that, let me just give you the dictionary.com definition, which is a man tending to assume a dominant or domineering role in social or professional situations. Yeah. The dominant male animal in a particular group. Okay. Go ahead, Paul. Give beta.
Beta males are kind and down to earth. They are a little bit more shy and a little more reserved. Beta males value personal relationships over material wealth or career achievements. Like, the reason I put you into the beta male category, Kevin, is because I look at you doing the radio show and you on your Facebook feed, right? You always try to take the middle road. You want everybody to feel good after a conversation with you, generally speaking, right? That's a key trait of a beta male. That's all, right? So the common personality traits: friendly, gentle, selfless. That's all you. That's all you. There's nothing.
Kevin, that's not a bad thing.
That's not a bad thing. No,
just
not a bad thing at
not
all.
What I want. So yeah, that's,
But you might be a gamma male too, Kevin. Right? I mean, there's.
You may be a gamma.
What is a gamma male?
Yeah, I mean, they are equal.
Werewolf folklore.
Yeah, they are equally creative and adventurous. They're often portrayed as fun-loving men of culture. They love to travel, and they believe their purpose in life is to have fun, rich, fulfilling experiences. They're generally whores, but they do the best they can in relationships. Loud, bombastic, constantly on the move, can create powerful friendships wherever they go. I won't read the rest of this. It's about sexuality and stuff. You don't want to go there.
I think you might be a gamma.
Did you say gay male?
You're some hateful people. Like, I'm just trying to have a conversation. You guys
you
want to make
brought
this
it up.
personal.
You wanted to talk about it. So
I think we're having a good conversation. So hold on, I'm going to ask
No,
you a
we're
question,
just- yeah.
Beeler and Lori.
Okay.
Beeler and Lori, I'm going to ask you two the question.
All right.
I'm going to throw out a guy that you guys know, and you're going to say if they're alpha or beta.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm not going to
Or
ask you
gamma.
if you
They
guys
could
know.
be. Hey, they could be a gamma, and there's even more. That's not all that there is. There's also a
Oh, I
delta
know,
male.
'cause There's 9,000
And then
genders
there's a-
now. So
There's a zeta male. No, it's not a gender
Top three,
thing.
Paul, let's stick with the top three here.
top three: alpha,
Kevin
beta,
might.
gamma.
Kevin might be a zeta male. There's a reason the zeta male is the least talked about personality type. They're rare nonconformists who don't care what other people think. Go ahead.
I'm gonna stick with beta with him. It just
All right, so
sounds
here we
better.
go. Here we go. I'm gonna name a guy.
Okay.
And you guys tell me alpha, beta, gamma.
Okay.
Ready? Tom Martin.
Alpha.
Beta.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Rick Eckert.
Beta.
Alpha.
Huh?
Alpha.
Beta.
You're a tough judge. St. Paul, the voice of reason. No,
They're both going to say
you're
alpha.
fair game.
No,
You're fair game.
they're going to just say alpha. That's it. End of discussion.
No,
Moving on.
You're a beta too. I'm sorry. You are a beta. You do not.
Fucking,
give up.
she's gone.
I'm gonna say gamma.
Yeah.
Gamma.
There
Oh!
you go.
All
Okay.
right. Chris Gergen.
Alpha. Definitely.
Alpha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesse Young.
Alpha.
Yeah. Alpha.
Dennis.
Oh, what was it? Zeta or
Gamma.
Gamma. All
yeah,
right.
he's definitely
Trying to think if there's anybody else we should add. Travis Couture.
Alpha.
He's an alpha. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's all I got.
Any other questions?
No. I mean, I think you're. I don't understand.
You don't understand
I don't
why
understand.
I need an alpha male?
No.
or-
I don't. Your personal preferences are your personal preferences,
Okay,
right?
all right.
I'm not questioning your personal preferences.
Okay.
Like, I would prefer a rich girl that was a whore that owned a Ferrari dealership. Like I have my personal preferences as well, right? So, I mean,
was awesome.
personal preferences are personal preferences, right? But I don't understand. Like, I would think that a guy could be alpha or beta or gamma or zeta, depending upon the environment in which he finds himself.
True.
So I would argue that there
I don't
are.
think so.
I would argue there are
No.
areas in my life where I am probably alpha, and there are areas in my life where I'm probably beta, and there's areas of my life I might be whatever else, right? Like
And,
I just
and it could be there's areas that you present as beta to be non-confrontational.
probably
Yeah.
And what do you mean by you used to be an alpha female? You're still an alpha female. You are still a Beeler.
I am still an alpha female, but I've embraced my femininity more, and so I don't come off the way that I used to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rick?
Comes down to it, well, it's a system that was designed for wolves that we're trying to
That's
apply
what
to
I
higher
said,
primates.
like-
The whole thing's made up. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Because, like you just said, situationally, I was a chief at work, but if I brought that shit home,
Oh no.
Dude, your
that
wife
was not going to fly.
See, and that's why I said you're not
Right.
an alpha, because
Right.
your wife clearly wears the pants in the
But if I
relationship.
brought Chief
Right.
home to
Yeah.
the house, my wife would not have stood for that for 1 second. Chief stayed at work,
Right.
but at work, I was the chief all day.
Do me a favor,
'Cause
Tom.
that's,
Though. Sorry,
That's Rick.
Rick, do me a
Tom's
favor.
to your left.
Be careful talking about military things because Paul was in a tank and he really doesn't understand. All right.
Oh,
So-
shut okay, Mr. Spend his time in the barrel. Maybe you and Rick spent time in the barrel together. I don't know.
And appreciates the fact that you were a chief and that you have that protector.
Right.
Well,
she was
feels
Navy too.
Yeah, but
So,
she feels
yeah.
secure.
But it was,
That's
there's a lot
another
of
trait of an alpha as a protector.
and there's a lot of that stays at home. That stays
Yeah.
at
Oh,
work.
yeah.
And it's the same work now. I'm not in that role anymore, and I don't want to be.
Right.
So I'm very different at work now
Yeah.
than I would have been if I was still in active duty doing the same job I'm doing right now.
Right.
So and even then, I used to tell my sailors that the relationship was very similar to being like a father because I'm responsible for them, but I'm also responsible to them.
Mhm.
And depending on the setting, you're going to switch roles. You're going to switch back and forth. I literally had a sailor that in the same day that I wrote him up to take him to mast for doing something incredibly stupid in my name, and I couldn't have been more pissed that he got a protective order from the Maryland Sheriff's Department, that area, and I had to then take him under my wing and counsel him and go to court with him. And so at the same time, I'm holding him accountable in the Navy.
Okay.
I'm supporting him in the civilian world.
Right.
And so, yeah, we're just too this is where Tom will kick in with the anthropology. We are just too complicated animals to be using this
Alpha beta.
It
Alpha
doesn't
beta.
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
No.
It
Yeah,
works
that's
in,
okay.
it,
Well,
it
listen.
works in
Sorry that
werewolf
Kevin
books.
didn't like it and had
Right.
to bring it up.
It works in
but
werewolf books.
I
and
know
when
what I
we-
want.
When we go off air, I'm gonna give you a good series to read. That's with werewolf.
Listen,
I love
Totally
werewolf.
works.
Hold on. Go
we
ahead,
had a
Paul.
good time. We had a good time with this topic about a year ago, and you can go on to Psychology Today. They have a cool article and tests and everything that you can take. So I sat down, I did all that, I took the test and all that good stuff, and it tells you it's no different than a personality test that they have you take for different jobs and stuff like that, But I was legitimately curious because for a lot of time I had thought that I was alpha until I read deeply into it and took the test. Right then, I understood, a little bit better about my, personality, I guess you could say.
Sexuality.
And what did you say? Sexuality? No.
Yeah.
No, Dork. No. But by the test, I came out as a Sigma male. So it's interesting stuff. It's fascinating. You can have fun with it. I would say this. The ladies in there, Kevin, that you were asking the questions of, don't know any of the men that are here well enough to know, right? So what you were asking them for was their glimpse, right? So Kevin, you might really, in your deepest fantasy, be an alpha male, but the ladies don't know you well enough to realize that. But he's not. He's totally not. But you could be to them.
here's
I think
the problem.
Alicia may think she wants an alpha male. She may think she wants an alpha male, but then the question would be, well, how many alpha males have you with your lifetime, right? No, the answer is probably to her. The answer is probably zero. She probably doesn't think she's ever been with an alpha male, or if she was, it didn't turn out very well, right? So there's lots of different ways you can go with that conversation, Kevin.
Just recently discovered the alpha male, and I've had some high quality dating going on with some alpha males.
And there's other versions, there's the one that starts out introvert, extrovert. And there's a color one that's real big where I work. They really like, are you a green or an orange or
Of course, we're talking about colors now.
There's all these different.
As the grandmaster of the KKK, of course, we're talking about colors now.
I saw another one where it was like a whole chart of guardian, mentor, like it was like 16 different ones, and you could divide this up and try to slice it as many ways as you want. And end of the day, I think we're just too complicated.
Well, there is another angle to this discussion, right? Which is that just in general.
No, there isn't.
Paul, shut up until I say it, and then you can tell me I'm wrong.
You go right. You go ahead.
I can't believe we're having a whole segment on this.
Go get back in the tank, Paul. Okay, so no, but what has happened to men societally then though has been to diminish the role of the alpha male, right? To diminish men from being a dominant force in a relationship.
Yeah.
From diminish the man to having that kind of confidence. Like we've taken men and relegated them to second-class citizens who are basically women's bitches.
It was the feminist movement that did that.
It was feminist movement. It was media.
It was
everything.
Well,
everything.
I think socially it's a little more complicated than that.
Well, we're just getting on the skin of things. It's like
Right.
an onion. You got to peel it back.
Yeah, I mean when the feminist movement started in the late 50s or early 60s.
No, technically the 20s, but
late
I would go
50s.
back and slap that bitch.
You're
Let me
going
just
back
tell
to
you
women's
that.
suffrage there.
Yeah.
And women should still not vote, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I've said it on the show before. The entire reason the country started going downhill is because women got the right to vote. Before women voted, we weren't doing all
had
this.
to go to work.
Without women, you wouldn't be here.
I'm not debating
your
that.
mouth.
I'm not debating that. But hold on, we didn't even start voting on all these feel good social program bullshit until women's got the right to vote in 1919.
And what
before that,
why
we worried
didn't you
about
vote against it?
Why
do you vote for it, Kevin? You're a
Vote for what?
Democrat.
Vote for what?
You've been a Democrat. You've been voting for all this bullshit. Why are you doing it?
It depends
Good
on the
job,
bullshit.
Lori.
Go ahead, Tom.
What brought about
Lori's drunk.
I'm not. I'm totally
women's
sober.
suffrage, 1919. What was the direct result of that?
Women getting the right to vote?
Yeah. What was the immediate result from that?
Federally. The prohibition.
Yeah, the Volstead Act, which led to prohibition.
Yeah.
So I mean, we can kind of blame women's suffrage on prohibition.
Yeah.
Tegan said if a woman
it looked
asks,
a lot better when people were drunk too.
Tegan says if a woman
Yeah.
asks a man to be more dominant, they are usually surprised. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because men have not been empowered in this society to be the same kind of men that they used to be, which is the same kind of man that Beeler's looking for. It's
Right.
not encouraged in this society to be that.
Correct. It starts in kindergarten.
And generally, people that are alpha males are considered assholes.
They can
But we're not that society anymore either.
Yeah.
We're an information service society now. We're not a industrial or a hunter-gatherer, or like part of this is just our technology, because there are parts of the world where this still absolutely exists. They're not at our level of technology and society. It's we've moved on and roles changed. But I think some of the idea of alpha is looking back to something that this country just isn't anymore, and we have to look at it differently. That's why I say it changes based on situation, because if you want someone to be dominant, but then
is ridiculous just because I wouldn't go on a date with Kevin because
No, that's not even how this came up. Stop lying.
But I doesn't know is how any of this helps us get out of here on time. Final thoughts take 25
We're not even
minutes.
done yet. Shut up, Dennis.
Hey, he's planning ahead.
Listen, well,
Which
good.
is something we've been trying to do.
It's the first fucking time, okay?
Well, hey, you know what? That makes Dennis an alpha, doesn't it?
I guess so.
Boom.
Dennis is an alpha.
Make me a sandwich.
I just want to say that I make really great sandwiches.
Chris said in chat, most alphas stay single these days or end up that way. I don't disagree. And Corey says, I knew Corey was going to chime in if he was around for this conversation because he's told me 100 times that I'm a beta. Well, we had one income households, more taxes. Oh no, sorry. There's only two types of guys: one that eats sandwiches and one that makes sandwiches. Well, if that's your criteria, Corey, then I'm an alpha.
No, I totally disagree because I make the hell out of a sandwich and I will eat.
I make a pretty damn good sandwich. So.
And Margie said Alpha Romero. Margie, take your medication.
You could tell by my figure. I'm a sandwich fan, which means I've had to make a lot of my own. But if I got someone that's willing to make it for me, I am down.
I came from sandwich country. I came from Pennsylvania, outside of Philly. Hoagies. I'll make the hell out of it. Eat the hell out of a sandwich.
Hoagies heroes.
I have never had a real cheesesteak.
No, not out here. You have it.
No, never ever. I'd love to though.
I have had a real cheesesteak. One of my friends that I went to, and this is like a ringing endorsement for FedEx, because one of my friends I went to college with was from Philly, and his mom would FedEx him cheesesteaks to college. They'd show up in these big styrofoam coolers, still steaming.
Yeah.
What?
No, the closest you can get out
From
here
Philly
is Jersey Mike's, and it's still not close. But it's the absolute close.
I make homemade Phillies, but they're just, I can't get them to be as greasy as Philly does. Like, I just can't. I hate soggy bread.
Oh,
I can't do it.
My wife makes
bread is
killer chips. Oh, my wife makes killer cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Someday.
Alicia makes great tacos.
I do make great tacos.
I've had tacos at her house.
You have.
And tequila.
Yeah, lots of tequila.
The thing we learned tonight is that Dennis has had Alicia's taco.
There's really not much I don't make that is a good. What did you say?
I think you had your tacos.
Pink
That's
tacos
not
are
what you
good.
said.
I didn't say that. You said that.
Kevin, you said taco.
No, I said tacos. You just
is it
you.
you
So Alicia, what you're gonna have to learn is to pay attention to the side
Yeah.
comments, or it's gonna be 5
Yeah.
minutes, and then you're
The
gonna
thing
go.
is
Wait,
I have
what did he
elbows.
just? Yeah.
I'm like the Matrix over here. I'll be like,
Oh wow, here we go.
not you, Tom.
Canoe Reeves.
Damn, what did I do?
Not, I said not you.
Here's the
Okay,
here's the
I'm
thing.
sitting over here.
Before we start, I'm going to say this too though, and this will sound like a shot on women, and I don't mean
Yep,
it to be.
it is.
Hold on, I don't mean it to be, but
But
just
it is.
like men. No, because I've made a statement about men too.
Oh, my
Okay.
wife is making tacos right now.
Oh, your wife's awesome.
Okay, so just like I said that men have forgotten how to be men, and are not encouraged to be men in this society, a lot of women have forgotten how to be women,
Yeah,
and women are not encouraged to be women in this society.
you're absolutely right.
Thank you. So,
That's why I said I've embraced my femininity.
Paul, you could learn a lot from Bueller.
You're my friend. I love you, and I'm gonna leave it alone.
All right, buddy.
Wow.
Wow, Kevin.
I just don't. Okay. All right.
I'm just gonna say right now, if my text messages and DMs start blowing up because Kevin was butthurt that he's a beta, like seriously, I am gonna beat your ass. Beat your ass.
We just had a conversation. Listen, it's not my fault. You have a lot of sensitive people that you're friends with. That's not my fault. People that were upset because you were on the casting couch, like somehow it was more than just a name. We
And
just
tho-
called
and-
it the casting couch to
and
be
those-
funny.
Those were alpha males.
But
that-
people were like,
that
"Oh,
didn't like the disrespect. That was
Alpha
coming my
males, or as I
way.
like to call them, snowflakes, because we gave a name to a couch that they were offended. Oh my God, Beeler's on a couch, the casting couch. Ah! Like, there's no semen on the couch that I'm aware of. Is there, Tom?
If you hesitate,
Wow.
I
Wow.
think the couch was in my living room at one point in time. So
All I have to say
Great.
is,
We're
That was just the wrong.
all I have
That
to
was
say
the wrong.
is, if there is anything on that couch, it's not my fault. Unlike the studio upstairs.
Oh,
Yes.
my God.
There's
Or
a
my
Kevin DNA
ball,
to this day
right?
upstairs.
That's right.
yeah, and you tell us all the time, Kevin.
Okay, so we've
I'm gonna try.
addressed this now. Can we please?
I'm an alpha.
we're just gonna leave this. We're never gonna discuss this again.
That's not likely.
We are done with this.
Wait,
Alicia,
Tegan
good
said,
luck with that. Do you know how
Tegan
many
said-
times this conversation has come up?
Tegan said,
All
hold
the
on.
time.
Tegan said, men have
Once a
forced.
month. Alicia, once a month.
Oh, good.
Tegan said,
Okay.
hold on, listen. Tegan said, men have forced women to do more. That is absolute
agree with that.
bullshit.
I think
women.
Well, it depends. It
Women
depends on the
willingly do more.
relationship.
No, women
does.
want to
You're
do
right.
more in
No.
this society in general.
When
There's
I was 8
exceptions.
months pregnant, I did not want to stack a cord of wood, but it had to get done.
But a man didn't make you stack that cord of wood.
He didn't
Did he?
get it done.
He
He
did, but
didn't do it, so you had
He didn't
to.
do it, so I had to.
okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
So-
I see that. Okay, all right.
Depends on the relationship.
So if that's how you want to
Yeah.
qualify forcing you, that they didn't do it, so you have to do it yourself. Then I don't disagree with that. But I don't feel like a lot of women are being forced to give up their femininity and be less quote unquote woman because that's what men want. Because I think that men want women to be feminine. And by the way, I think women want men to be masculine.
Yeah.
I just, in fact, the number of lefty Democrat purple hair women that want
I think
manly
the
men.
stereotype is blue hair, right?
Oh, blue hair.
I think
Yeah,
it's-
it's
I think
blue,
it's blue hair.
green.
that want a man who's dominant in life, in the bedroom, in their profession, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a thing, but it's not talked about at all because women want to be portrayed as equal in every aspect,
No,
and they're
I
not.
don't even care anymore.
Women are not equal, not in a bad way, but there's things that women do, and there's things that men do. There's things that women are good at, and there's things that men are good at.
That's exactly it.
Well, I-
Let
see,
us
I-
be us.
I
Like,
wouldn't.
And we got to stop talking about glass ceiling. Like
Yeah,
somebody's holding
nobody
us down.
cares.
No, it's what you're trying to do and
Right.
accomplishing.
Right.
So,
It
yeah.
What was the joke last
Yeah,
night
and-
about the glass ceiling? Remember?
Shatter the glass ceiling and then use the shards to stab somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think the problem
horrible.
is that we use the wrong vocabulary when we're talking about like the difference between men and women. We say,
Oh, I
wo-
agree.
You know, women aren't equal or men aren't equal. No, we're just different.
We are different.
That's what it
Yes.
is. The
And we-
equality, the word equal or any derivative
Right.
of the word doesn't belong in that part of the sentence.
We both
It-
have our own strengths.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
relationship is different. I mean, I'm not a cook, but I love to bake. So
What the-
if I find somebody that can cook,
Oh, I
I'm
love
down.
to cook. Oh, give me a fire. I love to cook.
right. And so for me, I would rather bake. I can bake and I'm happy. But if I have to put together a meal, I can do it, but I don't want to.
Well,
I would rather do
go
laundry
ahead,
or
Rick. I'm going to
dishes.
lose my mind in a second, Rick. Go ahead.
well, like so in the Navy, I had a job called yeoman, which Kevin knows what it is.
Yep.
I was told for years and years and years I had a girl job.
What?
That
A
yeoman.
yeoman
'cause-
is a girl job?
yeah, because you
Even
were
though 90% of yeomans are men,
I
but
was
you
gonna
were
say, aren't
because
they
you were an office worker and you had to you were had a had typing tests. It was a holdover mentality from years
Oh, yeah,
before,
yeah.
and it was a girl job. And the admin person on duty was called the duty skirt. When I came in, they referred to the admin person on you're the duty skirt today.
Oh.
And that was an attitude for the longest time I came. And I was probably 15 years in the Navy. And I said something one time about when they call when you're the duty skirt, and all of my young sailors looked at me and none of them knew what that meant. And I said, wow, that is a turning point that none of them had heard that term before and had any idea what I was talking about.
Chris
And I
Gergen
was
said
like,
Chris Gergen said in chat that yeomen were once known as cabin boys.
Oh, wow. That's a whole
maybe
nother.
where you were.
Hold on. I wasn't a yeoman, by the way. I was not a yeoman.
No,
that
you were
that was a
journalist,
different
but-
century.
Yeah. Well,
Ca-
yeoman,
cabin boys and yeoman.
yeoman
that was a
yeoman.
different
You
century.
go far enough back, it was a whole other thing. It was
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in the
different kind of
Army, Paul was
landowner,
called a
but-
catcher.
Yeah.
Look,
but it
Oh,
was,
shut
considered.
up.
It was, like I said, it was because if you
Hmm.
think,
Wow.
if you think about the role, the first active duty female chief was a yeoman. There was, because you had waves.
Yep.
Okay.
And you had, so there was a whole thing, and so it was this attitude, and it was, I said, 15 years
Paul.
in the Navy. So we're talking 2010 something when that attitude changed. I mean, that's only 10 years ago.
15. We're getting
Well,
old.
Well, it was in the tens. It
Yeah.
was somewhere in
Yeah.
there.
All right.
Where that was no longer kind of a thought process.
Right.
I'm just gonna go ahead and back Lori up here. She's got to catch a 5:40 ferry in
Okay,
the
hold on.
morning.
I gotta say
Thank you.
one more thing because
Yes.
I paused because Rick was it, but I have to say this:
Oh no.
women and men are not equal. Like
Yeah, you can
hold
have
on,
children.
listen. Let me explain. Then you can tell me where I'm wrong, Lori. I know you're going to disagree. It's fine.
I'm not going to disagree.
Women and men are not equal. They're not equal. Men provide more in a family generally. Men are the protectors generally. Men are taskmasters generally. Women are caregivers, supporters, nurturers generally. You cannot live with a society of female traits. You can't. You have to have hunters and gatherers. You have to have defenders. You have to have protectors. You just have to.
Yeah.
Men and women are not equal. They're just not. They're not
They're
supposed to be. They're never going to be. They're
just-
just not.
They're
But you
different.
can't assign those traits exclusively.
Not
to
but
just
90% of the time.
men. Okay.
90%
I'll
of the
agree
time.
I
with you
wouldn't
on
even,
that.
Kevin. I wouldn't even say that. What's the divorce rate at these days?
True. 50,
Almost
50.
50%?
Yeah.
But do you know why? Because
Yeah.
people got outside of their roles.
No.
People
Well,
got
yes,
outside of their roles.
I'll kind of agree with
Yeah,
that.
people got outside of what was normal for them, DNA. And listen, you can't undo 10 million years of evolution in 120 years because suddenly women decided to stand up in 1900 and go, hello, motherfuckers, we'd like the right to vote, and we want equal pay, and we don't want a glass ceiling. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have all those things, but you can't undo thousands of years of evolutions in 120 years and expect that everything's going to click into place.
When has it ever been thousands or millions of years of evolution? Proverbs 31, woman. Look it up, read it, you'll understand it. That's exactly what women
Quote
are
scripture to
today.
me? You can quote scripture to me?
Yeah, I'm going to quote scripture to you.
Did.
Wow.
Yeah, and,
So,
and,
read it,
in
understand
a book
it,
that was
fuck
written
off.
by who though? Written by men.
2.4 million years, by the way, for human beings. Or
Oh
almost.
God, here we go. History lessons. Now
Okay, but
Tom's
there
gonna
was a
start
time when
talking and
all
he
they
can't
did was
shut up.
go,
But Kevin, just because women have got
I made
the
that
right
sound
to
this
vote
morning.
doesn't mean that that we've all gone down into hell.
It's exactly
No,
what, hold on,
it's
hold-
not.
It's exactly what happened because
No,
again, I
You
keep saying
cannot
this.
just blame women. You have to blame society as a whole. Men
Yeah,
have
because
got-
men let women do it.
men got weaker
Yes, exactly. That's
because
true.
we had good times and men get weak.
Well,
and women had to get strong.
we weren't.
And
we weren't.
divorce laws changed.
We weren't.
Women finally got the permission, whatever you want to call it,
Your permission.
legally, to not be chattel anymore. So we have our own bank accounts. We have our own credit.
I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah.
But let's acknowledge
sure
the
you
fact.
are.
Let's acknowledge the fact that women and
Calm
men,
it down there, Rick.
women are not equal. They're just not.
No, they're not.
Okay. And before women got equality, what happened? When there was an issue in this country,
I don't agree with you.
we went to war. We fought.
That's what
we,
happened.
We had a
Huh.
civil
We had to
war in
step
this
up.
country.
Yep.
We had a civil war in this country.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
World War I, World
What
War
happened
II.
after women started getting equal power? We didn't do that. We passed legislation that made us feel good. And the legislation didn't really accomplish much.
Yeah.
It added to the debt. It stripped fathers out of homes. It incarcerated a whole bunch of people, starting with the abolishment of alcohol and moving up through the whole drug war. Was all because women wanted to feel better about life. It's not a guy thing. Guys are like,
It
"Fuck,
was
I
a
don't care.
guy thing too.
You want to go do some cocaine? Knock yourself out. We
how
don't care.
many women were making the laws? Kevin, how many women were making laws back in the 20s? None.
Right. Exactly.
It was the men.
And I would
So you're
just
agreeing
like
with me?
Kevin, you have to also point out the fact that we had 2 world wars, and when our men were gone, the women had to step into those man roles to
Yes.
ensure that the men would live while they were at war.
Planes were being built. Food was being shipped.
Ammo was being made.
Yeah,
Sandwiches were being made. Okay, listen, but Beeler, would you agree though that in moving the family unit the way that we have,
I
where
hate
men and women are now both having to work, fathers are not only acceptable to be out of the home. In many cases, they're encouraged to be out of the home. We've destroyed the family unit in this nation where the father was the head of a household.
I agree. That's
Okay.
the whole point.
Yeah, but you're attributing that to the women voting.
Right.
Would you stop and
Yeah.
look globally?
Yep.
That's been an agenda in this earth for a long, long time.
Men and women
Look at NATO. Look at the UN
Talk right in the
agenda.
microphone, Beeler. Talk right in the microphone.
Men and women are equal. We just have different strong points
And skills.
We're not equal in the sense of
skill
one
to
plus
skill.
one equals two.
Right. You're
We
not going
complement.
to you're not going to
Lori
lift
is
as much as I
helping
lift.
our get out
Thank
of
you,
here.
Lori. That is exactly
We
it.
complement.
We complement each other.
And when you find a
Exactly.
person, it's like two puzzle pieces. fitting
Exactly.
together.
Yeah.
As Paul says, tab A, slot B. Okay. Parting shots. Rick, do you have anything you want to say before we wrap the show up tonight? Thanks for coming out, buddy. It was good to see you.
Thanks for
Happy
the
to be
scones.
here.
Yeah, thanks for the
scones. You can bring scones anytime
Oh,
you
those
want.
scones were delicious.
Thanks for
they
the
were.
comedy show. Can we do some more events together? Can we hang out more outside of here? That would be great. I enjoyed hanging out with you.
That sounds like Kevin begging. Please be my friend. Please be my friend. Please.
Well, you behaved yourself.
Beta Kevin,
Yeah.
please be my friend.
I would love to ask Paul to do things, but Paul doesn't do anything besides play with his balls. Paintballs. I meant paintballs.
How do you know that?
Paintballs. I said.
But I think we need to have an outlaw group outing to a funny night out.
I think we need to.
Yeah,
do
we
something.
should.
We should.
We
totally do
should.
something. Although I don't know
Totally
about a
down
funny
for
night out because I would rather do something where we can actually converse and talk. And you go to a comedy show, you can't talk much unless you're Beeler who
We
likes to have
talk
side
all the
conversations
time.
throughout the whole.
Oh my God, that lady that was sitting next to us, I was laughing more at her because the way she was laughing.
She had a very animated
Oh,
laugher
it
next to her.
was so funny.
Or you're drawing the comedian's attention to you through a very loud acknowledgement of
Of
one
threesomes.
particular joke.
Of threesomes, yeah.
Well, I was just saying that for someplace local.
Yeah, let's do it. No, let's
for
do
each
something.
other,
Let's
and
do
yeah,
something. That'd be great fun.
and we could chit chat before and after.
Yeah.
Great.
That is
I'm
true.
just gonna throw this out there. Puerto Vallarta.
Well, just because
Yeah,
they
my
have
favorite.
tacos and salsa.
There's
Yeah.
better Mexican food to be had.
You need to shut your face right now.
You need to go check out
We're
Los
about
Cabos.
to go down
You need to go
right
check
now.
out Los Cabos and
We are
Bremerton,
gonna fight,
and
brother.
then tell me that Puerto Vallarta makes good Mexican.
Sorry, the best Mexican is taco time. Thank you so
Oh.
much.
I
All
really wanted Thai food today, but nobody was open for
Oh.
lunch.
I know. It's a Sunday.
Gotta see
Yeah, I
Charlie.
was gonna work on my
Damn t-
dissertation and eat some Thai food.
Damn ties.
And
All
I-
right. Rick, any other parting shots? No? Okay.
He has an early ferry.
Get him,
Oh,
Lori.
Rick has one more parting shot. Rick, go. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Hey, Saints, I love you. All right. Thank you, Rick. All right, Lori, go ahead.
Parting shots. Don't forget next weekend is Labor Day.
Alicia Swing
weekend.
right.
Remember that movie Any Which
Labor
Way
Day
But Loose?
weekends next weekend. Be careful. Kids are going back to school. Pay attention to the roads.
Yeah.
And motorcycles are still on the road. Please remember so many accidents that
Yeah.
I almost got to witness, but thankfully were corrected at the last minute. So yeah, have a great week, everybody.
All right.
That's a good time.
Margie says you all sound like Alfifus. Okay. All right. I don't know. Dennis, parting shots.
Alphabet?
Alfalfa?
Big shout out and thanks to Doc Blackwell for
Love
having me
Doc.
out for Doc Love the Kids Day, as I do every year.
Put a shirt on.
And Marwan Cameron for having me out for what was listed for the city as a family reunion.
Get her on the permit.
Well, I mean,
Whatever
you gotta plan
works.
it for 90 days, and this was, as they called it, they're feeding the unhoused, and it was just a great day. I mean, I had people bumming cigarettes off me all day, but hey, that's cool. That's 4 more that I won't smoke, but I paid for.
Kudos. By the way, listen. Kudos to the city too.
Yeah.
Because they knew what Marwan was doing.
Yeah.
And they could have been
Stinks.
bitches about code and permits and all of that, and they said this is a bigger calling. We're going to turn a blind eye. I mean, if you don't think the city knew, they knew, and they left it alone.
The city though did say, if we can hear the music 50 feet away, the DJ gets a ticket.
What?
And I'm like, really? Turn
What?
down for what?
It was not 10 p.m. There's no.
It's going down for real.
That's right. and it was fine. I'm loud, and I play my music loud, so I'm always getting, could you turn down just a little bit, and that's fine.
That's how I feel about my headphones. Thank you.
Hey,
Love you, Dennis.
anytime.
Love you, Dennis.
And yeah, but shout out to both of those. Both of those events were great.
Mhm.
It was good to see the Outlaws come out for the dunk tank that wasn't there. I think you guys should have stuck around though, because you could have just ran through the foam with the kids.
Oh, that would have been fun.
If I'd have known there was a phone party, I'd have stuck around. I had homework to do. Though.
I considered it, but I didn't have anywhere to
know.
wash off after the foams.
Could have run and jumped and dazzled into it or whatever that was.
Yeah.
You would have grown a third testicle.
How do you know I don't already have 3?
And also shout out to all my Derby folks.
A lot of 3 nipple jokes
Coming in.
last night too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have 2 of those.
Why would I need 3?
That's right. Tom.
Hey,
parting shots, my
I'm
friend.
Tom. Good grief.
Hi, I'm Tom.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Tom. You know, just
Hi, I'm Tom.
Stop it.
Sorry.
No, everyone. I can't. It's been
Hi,
a whirlwind.
I'm Tom.
Oh
Shut
my
up.
God, Paul,
It's been a whirlwind.
Hey, Paul, your wife
month.
said stop talking.
Oh.
Did you guys not ever see that movie with Adam Sandler?
Done it, Paul.
Paul,
50
you're
First
turtlenecked.
Dates?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Tom,
Hi, I'm Tom.
let Tom finish.
Hey, like I was saying, it's been a whirlwind month. I haven't seen myself coming or going. So tonight, I'm just going to say, everyone, be nice to each other. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your summer. We'll see you next week.
Well put.
Beeler, parting shots.
I just thank you guys for wanting me to be a part of this, and I hope
Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. I hope that the audience enjoyed it as well, and they are happy that I'm a part of the team now.
Yeah, I think they are.
Margie asked if we know a good roofer. His name is Paul. Reach out to Paul and ask him about roofing because he's
Yes, Margie, I can. If you need something for your roof, dear, I can help you out. We're friends on Facebook, Margie. Message me, private message me.
Yeah, Paul, parting shots.
I am absolutely thrilled that everybody agreed at the idea of having Miss Beals come on. Is it? Let me ask you. Let me actually. So you're right, and I won't do that. That actually comes from a clip that was on the original Showtime. There was a movie called Flashdance that came out, and the host was doing this bit. And as a kid, I saw this, and it's always stuck with me because Jennifer Beals, who starred in Flashdance, was in The Bride of Frankenstein, and he really liked The Bride of Frankenstein. So anyway, he was given this spiel, and he goes, "But imagine my disappointment. There was no Bear Beals in The Bride," and he was whining because she wasn't naked. So for whatever reason, that name Beals always stuck with me, and I don't know why. I don't know why I just say Beals instead of Beeler. I don't know. I won't do it again. I apologize. It won't happen.
I just thought it was a Kevin thing. That's when you said it, I'm like, please, can we not make this a thing?
No.
I've always
Yeah. It's all good. No worries.
But
as
because
far
I'm an
as
alpha male, I'm not going to listen to her do what she wants because I'm an alpha. But go ahead.
Beta.
Yeah. Good God, it's like listening to two robots argue. Alpha, beta. Here's the thing. There's a lot of important things going on in the news, folks. Pay attention. Pay very close attention. It looks like this week we will probably see armed troops on the streets of Chicago, which I think is a wonderful idea. In the 8 days that National Guardsmen have been on the streets in Washington, D.C., one specific statistic really jumps out at you. Anybody know what that is? There have been no murders on the streets of Washington, D.C. since National Guardsmen were put on the streets. That's a big deal for the city that was 5th in the country in murders per capita. So people may not like it, and they try to use the excuse that it's an authoritarian move. I say if we didn't have crime that was through the fucking roof, we wouldn't need to do it. And the African American community, I hope, really appreciates what's happening because unfortunately they suffer at a much higher rate than everybody else. So that's my end spiel, Kev.
All right, we'll talk about this next week too because fact wise, like I agree with you, but sovereignty, especially in a city like Chicago, which is not federal space, which DC is.
No.
It's a whole different
It's
conversation.
constitutionally sound, actually.
Is it? Okay, we'll talk about that
Yeah.
next week for sure. That's a good
Yeah.
teaser right there.
Yep.
All right.
We'll talk about that.
Speaking of getting teased, thanks for being on the show tonight, Beal. It's great. I'm glad you're here. And
Don't think she teased you.
no, she picked on me a little bit tonight.
You picked on.
Yeah.
But not
That's the
teased.
kind of teasing I meant. I didn't
You were-
get your mind out of the
Kevin,
gutter. My God.
you were just-
My mind's not
you were-
like in fact,
you
if
know,
you
she's-
respect her femininity, you don't call her Beals.
That's exactly right.
And that's what an
Yeah.
alpha male would do.
That's exactly.
No,
what
an alpha male would say, F off. I'm going to do what I want to do because I'm a man.
Absolutely not. That's a that absolutely not.
All right.
There's
Parting
respect.
shots. I want to echo some sentiment that Dennis said. Thanks to Doc Blackwell for everything he does in the community. Thanks for letting us be a part of it, even though the dunk tank didn't show up. The event,
That's okay.
The event was fabulous.
amazing.
The number of kids that were down there having fun on the ride, on the inflatables, getting backpacks, all that stuff.
And the new connection that you're going to contact, or do you want me to? Community engagement.
Oh yeah. Would you do that?
Yeah.
And anybody that wants to sponsor Outlaw Radio Network, just go ahead and reach out. We'll be here.
But anyway, great time by that.
I think you better figure out a commission for Beeler there before you leave tonight.
I know, right?
But,
How many times
she's-
did you say it on your show?
yeah.
33% commission. Kitsap County Fair was great. Still too expensive for the community. I still have an issue with the rates that they charge for people to even walk in the gate down there, paying for parking. I mean, after all, the citizens of Kitsap County happen to own the fairgrounds, and yet they get raped in the ass in order to go to their own county fair. Frankly, I think it's disgusting, and I think it needs to stop. Okay. Also, the idea of what do you guys know who Chris the Great is?
The great
Chris.
Yeah. Comedian.
Their whole
540 ferry.
here's what they hold on. This is my parting shot, Beeler. I'll let you have yours. Here's what they did in the middle of the day. In the middle of the day, rather than have entertainment on the stage, they had Chris the Great sitting up there with another guy in his 70s, and they were talking about tractors.
They were doing that sort of thing every day.
But I know. And when I was there Friday, he was sitting up on the stage as well. Like, you should have actual live acts on the stage. If you're going to charge people out the ass to get into the county fair, you should have something on the stage.
But
not
maybe
Chris the
their
Great
data
talking about
said
tractors.
They wanted that.
What?
Maybe their data said they wanted that.
There were 9 people.
Oh, okay.
No, nobody.
I thought you said really no one showed up. So
bring in a dance troupe. Bring in a local kids dance group. Yeah. Bring in a high school rock band. Right. I don't care, but do something community.
It used to have 2 stages there. They used to have a family stage and the main stage.
They got rid of the family stage this year, and they brought in circus acts that they had set up where they had a family stage.
Yeah, the high school circus
most
act.
of my life, never been to the Kitsap County Fair.
There's lots of local musicians that would.
That would do it for free.
Yeah.
But the Kitsap County Fair is getting too big for its bridges, and I think the Kitsap County Fair could take a lesson from Whaling Days. I mean that. Like, they could take a lesson from Whaling Days. Whaling Days has a far smaller budget, and yet they make sure that they have relevant entertainment, and they listen to the community, and they put on something the community can be proud of. Kitsap County Fair.
Blackberry Festival too. That's coming up.
Oh, but Blackberry Festival. Oh.
Man.
All right, let's wrap this up. Come on,
Kevin.
Do you know they charge for a booth at Blackberry Festival?
I don't
know, and I don't care.
$1,600.
Well, okay, that's why
I'm
we're
sure
not
they're
there.
making way
Do you-
more than that.
Do you know what
It's a
they
very
charge for a booth at the
busy-
fair?
What?
Half that.
Mm.
And the fair is longer.
But it's
And the
dead.
fair gouges their pockets too.
Well,
all their vendors, any profits that go, the fair is in it.
The only other parting shot that I have
why
is
there's
I
no
can't believe I'm
vendors
going to say this, but I'm glad Beeler's here. She'll add some life and some levity to the show. She has a vast array of knowledge.
And some hot.
Why did you choke that down?
Hold on. I'm trying to give a compliment, and I'll never do this again. She's extremely knowledgeable, especially on political stuff, the background stuff, city government, county government. She almost as much as me on the Constitution.
Shut the fuck up. You know I know more.
She really has her stuff wired tight. So she's going to be a great asset to the show. And I'm glad that she's here. And I'm glad that Paul has acknowledged he was a catcher. All right, guys, we'll see you on Sunday. Dennis, travel safe. Hold on. We love you, Dennis. Travel safe to Alaska.
Oh my gosh. Paul, sorry.
Tell Sarah Panel we said hi when you get up there. Your mic's off.
Make sure
Your
you
mic
look
is
over
off.
Russia.
Dennis,
Yeah,
your
wave
mic is
over
off.
to Russia.
Your
Let's
mic was
turn
off.
down. There we
Wait,
go.
Say that again.
Yeah, I'll wave at her from across Lake Lucille.
Yeah.
Make sure you wave at Russia.
So much fun.
Oh, I definitely will. It's going to be an outstanding time.
See you next week, guys.
See you next week, you guys. This is the Outlaw Radio Network. And one last message from Alicia Beeler to Christopher Gergen. You're a beta. Good night, everybody.
OutlawRadioNetwork.com. Shop our merch.